like I thought at first. I thought it was the Drake video. It was like an AI, but it's really him. So it's like it also reminds me of like why is Drake? Why is he doing that? Like why are you filming your like? You're Drake. Like, you don't got to be sending a girl that. Like,
but if it's impressive,
he must be
like,
really into it. I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
hold on.
I heard
You never answered the question.
I heard his stock went up.
Unbiased opinion.
So, you know.
That's wild.
Yo,
Why is Drake filming his sending it to girls?
You're
like,
too big for that. Pause.
Yeah, like, you're a billionaire.
What are you talking about? We don't care. 2 coffee. So, we obviously, we've been doing a lot on this podcast, and we've been trying to do our best to have some really, really, to give you guys some solid content. Where's my camera? Right here? No, right
definitely
here.
not.
We're trying to really give you guys some solid content, and we have one of the hardest working young men, one of the most influential people in the whole New England area, besides, nationally. We're just talking about where he has everything stable.
Bigger than New England?
No, I know. I just
when
said
Rogan's
nationally.
tweeting you, it's bigger than New England.
I just said nationally, bro, but I'm just telling you where he got his fucking chokehold on. The whole tri-state New England, upper northeast area. Everybody knows who the fuck this man is. He is one of the most consistent people in the space. I don't even know. I can't even my man he pretty much got the key to the city already. He's acknowledged by everybody, the mayors, the regular people, the rich people, the commoners, all that good shit. We got the peasants.
Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ.
Today we got my man Vic, A.K.A. ItsaVibe.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you guys, man. You guys are coming from the other prestigious podcast, and you guys, it's just one right now, right? You guys are just doing the one.
He's got the one with his dad.
We got the Spanish one that drops every week as well.
That's what you see. I knew there was multiple. I know there was multiple.
I got El Poca that drops every week. The Spanish one. El Poca. El Poca. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you guys get the name from?
Just making fun of like when people be like El Poca, and like I'm like, oh, spell it wrong because it sounds like Dominicans say it wrong. So they just spell it out, and it's El P-O then K, the letter K. El Poca.
Jesus Christ, yo, that's genius.
That's so far you do it with your dad, yo.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at that in like 30 years and have all those conversations on wax with your father. That's so
your pops is young as fuck. How old is your dad?
He's in his Well, technically he's older. I mean, he's younger than a lot of my friends' parents, but he's like 54, I want to say, 54.
And your mom?
And my mom is like 42.
Okay.
Yeah, like 42.
Because I was like, both your parents look like fairly young. You took a picture with your mom the other day. I was like, this nigga got another girl? What the fuck? I was like, this nigga's girl about to be tight. This nigga bold as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You got the Rogan retweet, and now you don't know how to act.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Now people always told us that growing up, like she was like my sister. Is that your sister? Blah blah. Because she always had she was young.
Yeah.
You know, she had me young. She had me when she was, I believe, I want to say 16, 17.
Oh shit.
Okay.
She had me very young. So she's always been like my young mom, and she gets gassed up sometimes when people say that.
I know she's gonna love this.
Yeah,
She's definitely gonna love the shout out.
Yeah, but no, thank you guys for the invite. Pardon the lateness. I forgot also something in my mind felt like you guys were still down the street from me, but I was like, hold up,
It's like a half hour.
these guys are.
Yeah, we moved away, like you said. We are for sure hidden.
Yo, I was like, this is real deal.
Travis crazy.
This is like the real deal. Like when you try to I was like, yo, these guys must have enemies. Like,
nah, bro, nah.
Jesus,
All right.
Right.
We enjoy the privacy. Number one, we enjoy the privacy, and two,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were just trying to consolidate expenses in a way where, I'd rather be paying myself rent and build something at our space versus,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, paying rent plus paying mortgage plus
Yeah, yeah.
paying. I was like, let's figure out
Combine it
some
all.
how to consolidate all this shit, and that way we can, shit is
Yeah.
better that way.
No,
but
yeah.
we've done what we can with the space, and it's about to get better. I already told you a couple of things we're about to
yeah.
so we can get the podcast in a couple of different places. But speaking of podcasts, man, so you got El Poca, right? But then you also have your main baby.
Yeah,
Which
Cap.
is-
Club
Cap.
Ambition Podcast, Cap.
No, you're not lying about that. I'm saying got it.
You gotta work on acting. You gotta work on acting.
That was that? Okay, cool. Well,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What episode are you on now? Like what number episode are you on now?
Yesterday we just
Because you
dropped.
just started, by the way.
We just dropped episode 122 this week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 122 episodes.
Have you missed a week since you started?
No, never.
There's no
crazy.
way.
That's
never
crazy.
missed a week. Even if we had to like pre-record, but
Yeah.
we never missed a week. Even during pandemic, we were doing Zoom episodes. So yeah, we were consistent. Always.
Damn. You know, I love, you know,
a
what.
few weeks. we missed a few. We missed a
Oh,
few
we
weeks.
definitely missed a few weeks. Quite a few weeks. You know, one thing I definitely love about your podcast is, you know, the way you, for one, the consistency is obviously off the charts. Like,
The most
that's
important
what-
thing is the consistency.
That's definitely, but more important. But I mean, more importantly than that, you get people around you involved.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? People like your family, friends, you know, close friends, whatever the case. You know, Marlon
Yeah.
couldn't be here today, but I know you guys have an extended team.
Yeah, Edwin in the building. Edwin Robles, you know, graphic designer,
At Rebels.
artist. You know,
Robles.
he's done a
See,
lot
not
of.
Robles.
I'm
Yeah.
very camera shy. I haven't really said
that ain't
anything.
true.
You know,
Zoom in on that, there and that, or the slow zoom.
He's
Yeah.
Eric's brother. YI. You
You
know,
look so much like your brother. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
You think so?
Nah, y'all look
we get
alike
like a
for
mixed
sure.
reaction. We get a mixed reaction.
Nah, y'all look alike for sure. You be acting too?
The what? No. I just do my artwork right now. I just do like I'm just working on some portraits at the moment, like mixed media stuff.
Fire portraits,
Bro,
by the
and
way.
like throughout the past couple of years, I've been getting like more like interest, and I've been getting more comfortable with it. And, you know, the work shows for itself, man. Like,
Yeah.
I did this Rihanna piece the other day, and I was just taking some pictures at like Roger Williams Park, and it's coming out dope. So I just
Alright,
want to keep
congrats.
that going. And
Yeah, hell yeah.
I've got some people like hitting me for like some pieces tomorrow, so I just want to keep that going.
Damn.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I worked on the pods like logo and shit
Yep,
like
yep,
that.
yep,
so
yep.
I just want to keep that going and just build my portfolio. You know what I'm
That
saying?
way?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I see
okay.
you guys have like dope like aesthetics and quality in video. I was telling Victor on our way here, and it's dope, man. It's
I
very dope.
mean, all thanks to that gentleman right there, because this
It's just what we do, you know. So it's like we gotta look. Sometimes I tell Josh, I'm like, when it comes to content, it's like people would pay good money to have the consistency, like to be able to have us consistently, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like for us to film somebody's every single post would cost an amazing amount of money. It's like, so we can do that for ourselves for free. So
Yeah.
it's like, why don't we just put stuff out and try to make it look good and just stay consistent, really.
yeah.
no, 100%.
Yeah.
And
No, it's
quality
true.
is key too, man. And you know what I'm saying? Your work shows that, you know what I'm saying? So
Nah, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, man.
Damn.
I'm trying to give you your flowers, man.
Yeah. So you said you're at 122, bro. What would you say so far? Because I know that there's a million ways, a million directions I want to go down. Because it's been a minute since you've been on. When's
Yeah.
the last time you was on? Well, actually, no.
This is his third time, I think.
Is it?
The first time was with Eric, and then the second time it was with a gang of us. We had like the 2 tables,
Yeah.
and I think this is the
Oh,
third.
he did pull up on us one time. Yeah,
Those
at
are
the
the flea
studio. Yeah,
market?
yeah.
Okay.
I
we used
forgot
to
about
have
that.
like 8 like person episodes. I don't know why, but anybody that was there, we used to we had mics for them, we had cameras for
Yeah.
them.
It's just, I think it was just
I
more
remember
so.
going once. I remember
Yeah, you were
going.
there once, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more so like we just want to. I guess we don't want to leave anybody left out, and it's just like, yo, if you want to, sure, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's
sometimes
come.
people would be not say one word the whole podcast. Like the one dude is too high in the corner, just like I don't even know why he's got a mic or a camera, but fuck it.
But so
Let's
we
see
were
what he
just.
says.
I was having a conversation with my man George off camera. And we was like, you know, he's at like I don't know episode something within his podcast, but I was like, yo, from 0 to where you are now. I mean, you're at 122 episodes later. What do you feel like has been one of your biggest challenges?
Ooh, great question. I would say one of the biggest challenges is getting through hurdles and moments of that. It was a word for it, but like when you feel kind of like not writer's block, because I'm not writing anything, but just moments of burnout when like you feel like, you know, you've been so consistent and it gets like, wait a minute, is this, you know, too repetitive? You want to switch things up? You know, it feels too robotic. You know, because I love doing the things very organically, but structured at the same time.
I
But
like that.
but it's been you know, it's been flowing better. I feel like in the past like month, I would say things went from like a top of the year feeling very frustrated and kind of like burnout, but then now it's kind of spiking higher. Like I feel like this week's episode was amazing. Like the conversations were hilarious,
Fire.
pretty more organic, and I feel like the energy is like higher. So it's just finding that middle ground of like, obviously, you know, having fun, because that's the main objective, to have fun and keep it organic. But at the same time, remember, like this is a business. Like this has to be consistent. This has to always drop. You know, this is an important platform that people respect, especially locally. So you never want to take it for granted. So I always try to find that middle ground. And, you know, it was like a tough little little moment hurdle this month, but just pushing through it. It's always exciting though. I feel like it's never nothing to talk about. Like literally, we filmed the episode, and then the next morning today, now we got Drake's dick all over the internet.
Yo, I heard, bro.
Whoa,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I can't search
my
for
man
it.
was asking off camera about this nigga's dick. Yo,
Bro,
so
no, I was not. I said his stock went lower.
Yo, you see
like,
Drake's piece?
that's wild, bro.
You said, yo, his stock just went up. I'm like, his stock? I'm like, wait. Hold it. I was like, I don't even know what y'all talking about.
I guess.
But his Weeby's on. His Weeby's
I
online.
guess it's impressive. Have you seen it? You're in the know.
I had no other option but to see it. It was there.
Yo,
Bro,
unbiased
I was
opinion.
heated, I seen it. I was heated. I seen it for a second. I was heated, bro. I was like, this guy's about to push 40, and he's doing all this. Like, what was,
Yeah, but wait. Was it like a personal pic to a female? Or was it like he was like flexing, like looking
he
at
was
my
looking
dick?
in the mirror, bro. Like that's
I mean,
what
it
I
could've
saw.
been that-
That's what I saw for like.
The
and I was
story.
like, what's going on?
The
Like,
story is that Drake.
I was heated. I seen that, bro. I was like, this
Drake is being extorted. He's being extorted by a girl. He was trying to be extorted by a girl for a couple months because she had a video of him showing his dick, and then it happened to just leak. Supposedly, this girl
His
leaked
dick
it.
was leaking? Wait, what do you wait?
The video leaked.
Oh, the video leaked.
The video leaked.
Got it.
So the girl posted the video last night, and then it's everywhere now. And it's a video of Drake on his jet, his private jet that he's always talking about.
Fire.
It was pre-braids. There's no braids, and he's on the jet, in the bed of the jet, and he's playing with his penis, and he has the phone camera, and there's a mirror that he's facing that faces the bed. So it's like a whole situation. So it's like he obviously
Yo,
was
how
sending
long
it to
was you watching the
someone.
video for?
My boy got.
It was all over. Listen, I'm a
so
journalist.
fast.
It's a part of my job.
Nah, you have to,
Photographic memory.
It's a part of my
the
job. You know what
devil's
I'm
in the
saying?
details.
Devil's in the details. You gotta pay attention to the details. And it definitely was him. It wasn't AI. Now
It's on his
said
jet.
AI.
How
There
you
was
figure
no,
it?
there was no fake. There was no.
it
You
was
sure?
it was definitely him. You could tell it's like, oh damn, this is really Drake. What the fuck? Because a lot of times recently there's been a lot of AI. The Taylor Swift AI. There's a lot of
Yeah, Taylor
AI
Swift was a
popping
big
up.
one.
Yo, AI is really that good now? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's a rhetorical question, of course.
But I haven't seen like some crazy stuff.
It's because
like
you're an
that.
artist and you don't want to believe it because you're like, fuck these motherfuckers.
taking my job.
Taking my job. But, you know.
Bro, no,
But
it's
yeah,
like
that-
I looked into it in Photoshop and like maybe you want to incorporate it with some work, but it's like you're not trying to steal and like the whole image, like
Nah,
kinda
but
deal,
they be
like-
making like Taylor Swift getting gangbanged at the 49er Stadium or
Yeah.
something like that.
The Joe Rogan AIs of Joe Rogan doing fake ads and fake podcasts.
Bro,
I
that
see
shit
that
is
all
funny.
the time, dude.
Nah,
They're
that
like,
shit is
I'm
pretty
Joe
funny,
Rogan.
though.
I feel like I could catch it
But that
sometimes
is
with the
so true.
audio, but it's like visually I haven't seen like really good AI. I don't
Do you watch the Legion of Skanks or do you know who they are?
No.
It's a bunch of
Oh, they're
comedians
hilarious,
from
Oh,
New
it sounds
York.
familiar. There's like a
Louis J. Gomez,
Yeah.
Big J. Okerson.
like a comedy podcast.
Yeah. So anyway, they just did an episode where they had AI write out 1 minute sets for all of them, and it was super accurate. It was like there were some things that were wicked that were kind of off,
Yeah.
but like the way they started their set, like the jokes that it wrote, like everything was like pretty. It was almost passable. They were like, I'm gonna write this shit down. This isn't bad.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. So people thought like I thought at first. I thought it was the Drake dick video. It was like an AI, but it's really him. So it's like it also reminds me of like why is Drake? Why is he doing that? Like why are you filming your penis? Like you're Drake. Like you don't gotta be
Yeah.
sending a girl that. Like
But if it's impressive,
he must
it's
be
like,
really
why not?
into it.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
show your
Like,
face.
Yeah, hold on.
You
You
can't
never
show your
answered
face,
the
bro.
question.
I heard his stock went up.
Unbiased
right? Like,
opinion.
so it's-
That's wild.
Yo, if he's flustered, I'm sure the women were
it
flustered.
looked fake. It looked
Whoa,
fake. It looked like a fake, like
a
you know how
prosthetic?
like people have like prosthetic like dildos. So that's what I
Dinglings?
kind of thought it
like
was.
Boogie Nights with Mark
Yeah, and
Wahlberg. don't know if you
I
ever
thought it
seen
was that at first, and it wasn't him. I'm like, what's going on here? But yeah, it was Drake. It was Drake, and I guess he confirmed it with Adin Ross. Like he called Adin Ross on stream, and he
Yeah,
basically
I saw
confirmed
that.
it.
I
Like
saw
this,
that.
yeah, like laughing at it. Like, so I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
funny.
Why
That's
is
crazy.
Drake filming his penis, sending it to girls?
You're
like,
too big for that. Pause.
Yeah,
But,
like,
you're
you're-
too big of an
you're a
artist.
billionaire.
Apparently big for both. 'cause-
yeah,
big of an
you're
artist.
a
Yeah,
billionaire. You're the greatest rapper, the biggest rapper of all time. Like, why are you doing that? Like,
Just do what you do.
You don't need
maybe
to
he was
do
saucy,
that.
bro. He
You
was
gotta link
saucy.
up. That's it, bro.
She must
it's
have been
weird.
bad. Is she like super bad?
The girl, I don't know. I heard that there's rumors that she's like a porn star.
Nice.
No, he loves them
And he
porn
likes
stars,
porn
my boy.
stars because
Likes porn
his baby mother's a porn star, former porn star.
Yep.
So
She don't got to work no more.
yeah, it's weird as hell. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. Like this is like
Probably
actually
sent him
happening.
some, and then he sent that. And
Yeah.
Speaking of Adin Ross,
Yeah.
My boy's 0 for 2 in January so far, bro.
Oh my god.
How do you feel about what that whole Playboy situation?
Man.
What was that situation?
Oh, Cardi, not Playboy the magazine.
Also, yeah, Playboy Cardi. You know, like, you want
so people, keep finessing Adin Ross. Rappers keep finessing Adin Ross. First 21 Savage went on a stream, literally scammed him in front of millions of people.
You see the clip where he's like, pointing at the
you
card?
can literally see him marking the cards and scamming him and his boy being in on it. And then you have,
crazy.
a couple of days later, he's teasing Playboy Cardi's gonna be on. Then he actually has Playboy Cardi on. But then Playboy Cardi is like a weird, emo, mysterious, like.
You feel like that was him?
Yeah, that definitely was him. Because
Okay,
he
You
was at the
can tell by his
Grammys.
eyes, no?
Yeah, he was at the Grammys right like an hour before performing with Travis Scott, the same outfit, same everything, same mask. So it was definitely him. But he was promised $2 million cash and a Ferrari, and Aiden gave him like the money on camera. But then Playboy Cardi kind of left.
Excuse me?
He left right after getting the money. So it was like,
That was $2 million?
Yeah,
That bag,
cash.
yeah, he gave him like a, I can't remember the brand bag, but
it's a Puma
It
bag.
was a Puma bag.
Duffel
Oh, so
Puma
Puma,
bag.
so Puma put it up then.
I don't know if Puma sponsored. It might have been just been like a random duffel, but
Yeah.
that's like a free marketing there.
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs to be more mindful about the logo on the bag. That he's
Yeah,
handing
he
off.
should have put like a kick sticker on it or
Kick.
something.
Or Adin Ross bag or
Yeah.
something. Like, come on, guys. You got
That
all the
was
bread in the
horrible.
world. You should not be rocking anything that's not your
Puma
brand.
just got
period.
a good look. For
Yeah,
no reason.
but that shit was crazy. But I think it's just like revealing what we all know. Whereas like when you've been around important people and like celebrities and shit, you actually see like everyone is just no one's necessarily better than anybody. Like we all are equal in this world, and like these celebrities have this allure and this mystique to them. But in reality, a lot of them are just fucking weirdos. Playboy Cardi is just a fucking weirdo and an asshole. And look he's like now promising to come back on Adin Ross's stream because like Adin Ross's fans literally doxed and posted
I saw something about that.
Playboy Cardi's address, Playboy Cardi's sister's address,
her sister's
all
big
over the
tweet,
internet.
yeah.
So people were like sending in bomb threats and like doing like all this. What do they call it?
Adin
When
Ross- the army came.
the swatting,
It's
like
real.
trying to swat his house and stuff. So it's like.
Oh, so this nigga's like, I gotta do something. I gotta make it right.
Yeah, so he's like on FaceTime with Adin Ross and basically promising another stream. He's got to make it right. Cause like why? First of all, like I've always had a gripe with that. Where like I paying someone to be on an interview. It's like Boozy does it. Like Vlad pays Boozy, I think like $30,000 like a month
Oh wow.
to come on like once a month.
He is on there a lot, so that makes
Yeah,
sense. He
they
got
have like a
subscription. It's
contract,
crazy.
some shit like that. And I think Lloyd Banks gets paid this like $15,000 a month, some shit like that. So like there's people that are repeating guests that get paid
What?
a lot of fucking money.
I didn't even know that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I knew people get paid to do interviews, but like, I
Yeah,
didn't
Charleston
know it was
White
like that.
charges I think like 20 racks. But it's like I don't know. If it's like for business purposes, strategically done, I get it. But then you got a situation with like Playboy Cardi, whereas like he probably doesn't genuinely even fuck with Adin Ross. It's just about the money.
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna give someone $2 million fucking dollars,
I think anybody gonna pull up.
it's like but you gotta be. It's gotta also be worth it. But there's a catch-22 to this, where it's like double-edged sword. That happened. It was a bad look. But Kick now has broken records. Kick is right now. You go on your phone. Is the #1 app.
Oh, for
It's
real?
the #1 downloaded app. It's past Instagram. It's past YouTube. So now Kick
What is
basically got more than $2 million worth of marketing.
Oh,
Oh,
there's no
for
question.
You know what I'm saying? So like
There's
the
no
CEO, Aiden was like, "I'm sorry to the CEO, the
He's
owner."
like, I'll do a 20-hour stream,
Yeah.
24-hour stream. I'll make it up for
Eddie,
you guys.
and Eddie was like, "Bro, it's fine. This is gonna go viral. We're gonna be fine." And look at it now. They're
It went
fine.
very viral.
Now all the rappers, Adin Ross said all the rappers are hitting him up. Like the next day they were blowing him up on his DMs, like they want to work with him, being sympathetic. They felt bad, etc. Blah blah blah.
Because that was it did feel, it did, I'm sorry. And like, I fuck with Adin Ross too, but like, partially, like his energy was like, oh my God, I'm so.
He was
thank you
very
so
nervous,
much.
and he
was,
sucks at
but-
interviewing people.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is.
That's true.
Just
Because
gotta be
he
honest.
was with Chris Brown. He's like, can you sing? Can you sing? Can you really sing?
Yeah.
Sing on the spot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can you sing something?
It's like,
He's just
chat,
a
you guys
little
got any
naive, I
questions?
Yeah.
With the chat mad quick. Like, you got nothing prepared.
Nah, I do feel bad though, because that is pretty fucked up. Like the fact that you know he's gonna bring out the bag, obviously, and he was talking about like I had like a $20 to $30 million deal ready for
Cardi.
a Kick
Yep.
deal?
Oh, we smoking that good.
God damn.
gotta just blow it that way. Don't blow it
Oh, this shit says fire.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good.
Yo, just to remind you what it is specifically.
This
I
is
like
fire.
that.
No, you don't have to move that. I'm just saying, just blow it the other way.
That's
all.
hilarious.
Yeah, my fault.
No, you're good. I'd rather be safe. Let's say the sound that we're in a safe environment.
Yeah, make sure that shit works. Like, yeah, that shit works. Fair
That
enough.
shit. Now we do smoke pretty heavily in here. So
It's like just right above you. That's why. And George is really blowing
I
that
gotta
shit
just
up.
disable that one, Jack. Just this one.
Yeah.
The rest of them work. We
Yeah,
know
the one in the
this.
kitchen. That's fires never happen in the kitchen. Just disable that shit.
Nah, but yeah, that like I was saying, like I just felt like the energy he was bringing off too was like almost like, you can get me. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
like,
I can't. There's nothing I can. I'm not gonna.
He
do
came
it.
off like an easy lick.
Yeah.
OD.
Yeah,
bro.
he gave him
saw
the
the
money
video. It
like
looked
kind of
good.
like during. Like he didn't wait for like.
He had nothing else to do, so he was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I got something for
I got
you.
the money.
Like
It's like
you
what?
just that's the biggest trick you have for the thing. And you busted your nut 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
What we doing?
Like Kai be doing mad shit when people are on. He has
Hell yeah.
things
yeah,
planned.
but Kai is also extreme. Like he's very entertaining just naturally. Like
Yeah.
so, like
Organically.
like the way Adin came up, we know it was via 2K.
Yeah, playing
so
2K.
it was mainly like 2K content and shit like that. So I mean, but either way, he's evolved into whatever he's done, and he's obviously extremely successful. I think he's like on some low key. He needs to just get some other enforcers around him.
Hell
Like
yeah.
he needs a Draymond Green. Cause he does got a couple, but like they obviously, but actually no, there wasn't one also like yo, no, you gotta get like we gotta figure this shit out. There's no way.
Yeah, he said his
about
boy
to
was
just-
like, yo, you got to go out to Cardi and go grab
Yeah.
it. You got to like stand your ground.
Yeah. No, it's true.
So I respect that, but Adin does, what I'm saying? Like, what I was saying was like he's on some low key like Suge Knight shit. Like this dude's coming around talking to everybody, like offering them millions of dollars, just fucking blowing.
But he's like,
He
20,
basically
like
has, like,
22 or something like that. He's so young, bro. 22.
But I mean, he
Really?
basically
Wow.
has the CEO's fucking open account. Like,
yeah.
do whatever you want. Like,
he wants to
bring-
get Frank Ocean on. He said he wants to get Frank Ocean on.
that would go crazy.
He's trying to like break the barrier and do like all these like mysterious celebrities and shit. But I don't know. I feel like it just at that point, like if it's just gonna keep happening like this, like situations like this, then it's like why the fuck are they happening? Like we don't really even need them because there's like no
Yeah.
substance. It's just like just to say that it happened.
It
You know
goes
what I'm
viral
saying?
though, because I wouldn't have known about 21 even being on there if the
Yeah.
scam and shit didn't happen. Like if he wasn't fucking with the cards.
Yeah, that's definitely probably true.
What the he was
That
so
was wild.
so the chat caught it.
Yeah. And they were telling him like, bro, like he's scamming you. And he was like, no, there's no way. And he was like looking at 21 like, you wouldn't scam me, right? Oh, 21's like, why would I
21 was
scam
so
you?
guilty.
How can I scam you? What are you talking about?
He was very
And then they were
guilty.
like, Adin saw the cards. He's like, no, bro, wait, there's marked cards here.
Yeah.
And then 21 was like, what? Like, bro, you scammed him. Like, you literally scammed him. Like,
That's just wild.
it's so weird. It's so fucking
Wow.
weird.
All the comments were like, his name's not 21 Wholesome. Like he's 21
It's so
Savage.
weird.
Of course he's gonna fuck with you.
But my thing is, like, he's like so rich.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why are you doing that? And also, people don't realize like that's again revealing the curtain. Whereas like 21 might be a scumbag behind the scenes and scamming other people, like
Yeah.
rappers and like people in Atlanta and shit. Now they probably, if they didn't know, they're looking at this and they're like questioning, like,
How many games we played? A few
yeah,
games.
like
I lost a few thousand.
I had a
to you.
feeling I won. Like it was that was oh, he-
Yeah.
look.
so he's fucking up his own reputation
On camera to a
on
live
camera with
stream.
evidence. Like
A lot with 50,000 detectives on at once. Like
looking
people that,
crazy.
people that watch shit are just like,
Nah, and then and you obviously know the culture of the streaming world. Like they are going to, like you said, like what they was doing to Cardi, Playboy Cardi. They're gonna find you. They will fucking ruin. Like they will make you. They'll give you a hard time.
Oh yeah.
They can literally give you a hard time and start sending the fucking SWAT teams over to
Oh,
the
that's
crib.
why he look at 21 Savage apologized. That's why Playboy Cardi literally hours later had to apologize. Like these streamers right now are leading the pack when it comes to like this generation and like the fan bases and the fandom and the content creation. They have so much potential and
question.
so much power that it's like even though they might do a bad job of interviewing like Adin Ross does, his fan base is still going to support him and be like, hey, that guy was still an asshole.
Yeah.
He fucked up. Like, he shouldn't have treated you that way no matter what. And then now it got him looking like, oh, shit. Damn, I got to apologize to Adin. Like, I can't ignore this. This is fucking up my rollout. I have an album coming. He has a whole album coming, Playboy Cardi. This is going to fuck up my rollout. People don't fuck with me. Wait, hold up. I got to apologize. Let me get on FaceTime with him. So it's like, it's wild where, like, they do still have supporters that almost on some family shit, like how you would defend your brother or something.
Yeah.
Like a situation would happen. That's how these fan bases are doing it. You know, they're backing him up.
Very stand-like
Yeah.
fan bases. Like,
Extremely like Nicki Stanish, Eminem Stanish.
oh my
what's
God.
the name of her group? Like,
the
they got the
Barbs,
beehives.
the
and shit.
Barbs, the Barbies,
The beehives.
the
The
Beehives,
beehives is what?
Beyonce.
Beyonce shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
Yep.
came at him. He had a moment with the Beehives.
Wait, you had a
No.
moment with the beehives?
Yeah, when we did the Renaissance reaction, the Beyonce album reaction.
Wait,
Don't you
then
remember?
we had good reactions.
The Beyonce album reaction.
Yeah.
When all the gay guys were hitting you up. You don't remember?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, what happened? What happened? Talk about it,
man. I'm not talking about that.
Dad, talk about it. I need to know
Bro,
what
he
happened.
literally said, "I'm never doing a video again," and he literally never did a reaction
I did.
again.
Yes, I did. I did Nas with you after that. Come on,
I think that was it, but he
No,
never.
we did.
Damn.
We did Drake's. Come on.
We had some Britney Spears fans.
I mean, the
come at us
Beehive
one
is
time.
the Beehive's aggressive. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they wanted like they were showing him love and hate. Like a lot of the gay guys wanted like to flirt with him and
No.
sleep with him.
Oh
This
shit!
guy's crazy. Yo le tienen a ti más que yo, bro. Come on, bro.
Listen, I don't know. It's all
Yo,
allegedly.
we did a reaction to what, a Britney Spears video?
It was a Britney Spears video, and it was like we just like were at the time to try anything. We reacted to like "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Like let's watch this shit and throw up a reaction, and it did well numbers. But I guess like some of the things we were saying, like we were kind of making jokes, trying to like I guess poke fun at her, and we didn't know about this was before Save Britney or whatever.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, but listen,
conservatorship.
it's always been that campaign's happened since she's stopped doing music. So like, fair,
Yeah.
like this, that's just always been happening.
Yeah, but it wasn't as like like
Probably
viral
as
as
it
like
is,
you know
yeah.
when she's walking around with knives and shit on Instagram Live.
Yo, man. I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah, but
that
she's
video.
also been she cut her hair like and like
God
Yeah, she been about
bless.
that life. Yeah,
she
for
been
sure.
about that life. You know that.
But she, her fans were not happy. There was a couple of them, so I think we ended up doing some other reactions and being a lot more uppity about it.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, yeah. That's
This was mad long ago. I was like, God damn.
No, yeah, she
What's
needs to go
going on
back.
with her, though?
She needs to
Is
go
she-
back on the conservatorship. I think we were all wrong with saving Britney. Like
Yeah,
that shit
Saving
was
Britney
like
is what it was,
crazy.
yeah.
I remember watching that documentary, feeling so bad for her, and then you see her on Instagram with all these knives and stuff, and you're like, yeah,
looks like
maybe
she
she
doesn't
needs to go
sleep,
back
bro.
on that conservatorship.
Somebody needs to be keeping an eye on what's going
that's
on.
why her parents probably were involved in trying to control her situation.
And I
Cause
try to control. Like, if you let her loose, it's bad for everybody.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Okay, let me.
You know who's another one? Not Amanda Bynes. Have you seen her?
Bro, I saw.
I seen some photos. I haven't seen like no video,
She
but I
looked
seen like
crazy.
a
She got like
photos.
blue eyebrows, like a face
Yeah, she's
tattoo,
going
and
through it,
she just goes
man.
on TikTok and she's just like, "Thank you guys so much." I don't know. I can't even.
God bless.
She's definitely out there.
Man, listen, it's fame is not for everyone. No, not everybody's
young
cut out for
when you're a
fame.
kid, though, is man.
It drives people crazy, especially back then. Fame, like when
yeah.
Britney and like Amanda Bynes, that era was pre-social media.
Yeah, that was
where-
famous. That was
yeah,
real
it was
fame.
famous. So like
Yeah.
you would be bombarded, like your presence anywhere would be like extremely crazy. It's crazy now, but like it was crazier back then when
They were
people
just
like
kids.
faint when they see you and go crazy and
There
like
weren't as many celebrities.
yeah, you know, and like people back then didn't have like necessarily the platform. Like they probably were going through shit every day. Like, you know, now they can go through something and post about it. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Hit up, put a story.
yeah. You know what I'm
whatever,
saying?
yeah.
Call people out about some shit. But back then, they had to sometimes just deal with that shit. So
Take it on the chin.
that shit drives people crazy. So you can't necessarily blame them for going crazy. You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
like
real.
it was kind of expected to happen with a lot of them. You know, Orlando, especially like the ones that
gonna
we
say
saw as
Orlando
kids, like
Brown,
Orlando
yeah.
Brown. You know, a lot of the kid ones that we see like on Disney and Nickelodeon and
Some
stuff.
of them made it out unscathed.
Yeah.
Some dudes are
Keenan
just-
Thompson, my boy's doing real
Some
well.
dudes are hoity.
Yeah, but then some of them have wild stories, like Drake Bell. Like Drake had to move to, I think he's in China now or something like that.
Yeah,
Or
Wait,
some
what?
no Chile, somewhere Spanish.
he moved
Yep.
somewhere far away. He has like a Spanish band.
Yeah,
now.
he has a Spanish band, does Spanish music.
Those Mexican.
Yo,
Yeah.
got a whole new identity.
A whole other identity because he had like he was accused of like taking photos of like a minor, some shit. It was something
wow.
of that nature.
Some
Some crazy shit. And it was like, oh shit, this is not the Drake and Josh that we knew growing up. What the fuck is happening here? That's not the same Drake and Josh. But
Jeez.
no, yeah, that shit is it's tense, man. It's very tense.
Nah, that shit gets crazy. What was I gonna say? So, bro, you know, after doing, so you've been doing content. So right now you're at 122 episodes, and
Yeah.
you've been doing content prior to that for how long? Like online.
Probably like 4 years before the
years?
podcast.
So how
On
would
YouTube?
you? How do you feel like you would define your audience? Like, what is your? If you had to like describe your audience, because we just started talking about like we were talking about other people's stuff, but I want to know like because you've amassed over what's your subscriber count over what?
376,000 right now.
Fire.
Yeah.
So, like,
376,000.
you know, and your people's definitely support everything you do because you're going from doing vlogs, you're doing the the car content forever. I mean,
Yeah, the reactions, yeah, 100%.
That's home.
Yeah.
Inside the car is home, and you know, obviously the cars are getting nicer and nicer. If you know, as you can tell,
kind of.
There's a timeline.
Timeline.
Yeah, you said you see the timeline, and then and now you got the podcast obviously, but like, so
Yeah.
like, how do you feel like you would define your audience?
Man, that's a good question. It's hard to define it because I always think it's like younger, right? But then like when I go out and about, like I did a podcast panel the other day, and it was like an older black lady that's like a mother, and she was like, she listens to the podcast every day or every week. Like she'll listen, like she's a listener on like the audio platforms. And I was like, oh shit, that's what's
dope.
up. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah, I be
saying?
some crazy shit sometimes.
Yeah, like I be
listen
saying
to
some crazy stuff sometimes, but like she loves it, and I'm like, what the hell? And she came to see me live talk.
That's
So
so
it's like
fire.
that stuff like that will happen all the time, and then I'll go to like schools, and then the kids will see me and they recognize me, and like they watch the YouTube videos.
fire.
So it's like a wide ranging like spectrum of an audience, you know, because I tend to be wide ranging with the content where like I'll have a take about something. Like I'll do a reaction to like a Little Durk album, and I oh, it was amazing, I love the music, but then when I'm talking about Little Durk on a podcast, I'll be mad serious, and I'll be like, yo, like he needs to stop talking about his dead ops and this and that, blah blah. So then it's like you kind of push away that fan base that is like dick riding. They just want the fanism,
Yeah.
you know. They get the realism. So I give a pretty like worldly like spectrum, I feel like, when it comes to like the audience, and that's the type of people that always show me love even online. Like I'll get a random kid that might have no followers at all just DMing me, showing me love, or I get like a politician from a different state just saying like, I love the work you've been doing, I've been following you for years. So it's hard to really actually concretely, what's the word? Concretely put like into words like my audience, you know, because I definitely know how to do that with other people. Like I'll say with like A.K.A. Sinet, like he said the other day, I don't make videos for kids, but obviously kids are his audience. I know that because I've been around kids and they're always watching Kai Sinet. You know, I'm around adults and they might be like, oh, I've seen some clips, but they're not watching him all the time.
Yeah.
So certain people you'll be able to gauge their audience, but with me it's been pretty all over the place, and I kind of like it that way because I don't want it to be, you know, I feel like we're all imperfect. So if I'm like too much of one way, I'll be caught up in that way, and then people will call me a hypocrite. But it's like in the way we do things is pretty like mellow in the middle of everything. And like always, like I'll call myself out, myself, or you know, I embrace like, oh, I'm a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fans tend to be that way, where like they're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And they'll love me, they'll hate me, but you know they still watch.
Fire.
It's like Rogan, kind of like Rogan.
Yeah.
and like you know, like everybody on every side, somebody watches Rogan. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, and you have definitely kind of with your guest pattern, it's kind of Rogan-esque. You know what I mean? You might have a politician on. You might have. You've had some crazy guests on, like over the years. So it's like you kind of can go any way with it, and you're gonna get every fan with that. But it's probably for the best, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I like, because don't get me wrong, I do feel like sometimes it could be a hindrance, because I do feel like if someone were to be doing one thing always, like that's their shtick, like consistently, I feel like it'll be a way faster way to blow up and get known.
It's a niche down.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what they
niche.
always
You're
say.
niching down and you're known for that one thing. But I'm not like that. So it's like if I try to do one thing only, I feel like it's unnatural. Like just like I feel like I'm putting myself in a box. So I like to do a bit of everything, you know. So everything kind of tends to flow and blow up within its own. But then some people might know me from one thing. They know me from this. They know me from that. So I definitely feel sometimes where we're like, fuck, you know, I wish I was comfortable just doing one certain thing, but fuck it. You know, I would rather take like the slower road, you know, stay consistent, and years from now see what happens.
You know, I know you probably started, you definitely had a lot of intention when you started the podcast.
Yeah.
Also El Poca. But, you know, one of my, you know, something I was just kind of curious on is, when did you feel, I don't know if you already had this intention, but when did you feel you were onto something? At what point during the, because I've seen when I saw you had a politician on, bro, I was like, what the fuck is this nigga on? That is amazing. And like, I was like, yo, that's incredible. Like, that's just, obviously, you know, we already said it, but like very Joe Rogan-esque. It's like going from, it could go anywhere from Trippie Redd to fucking astronaut if you so choose. But like the fact that you have the politicians on and you've had like so many different caliber of people. At what point did you feel like I'm onto something?
I feel like after trying out, like, first of all, I've had moments still to this day like that if I clip them up, they'll go viral just like by myself without a guest, right? So then, like when that happened early on, whether it was talking about the Taylor Swift news, like her tour money, ticket sales, or talking about I think one video I did, I was talking about I think it was like a Little Dirt clip talking about his ops and this and that. When those blew up, I started realizing like, oh, like people love this as well. They just want to hear someone opinionated about what they think about this subject matter, right? You can break the news, but at the same time provide like an opinion, and then people will eat it up. And it's like amazing because I would eat it up. I like getting information that way, especially the short clips.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, so this works. So I started realizing like, okay, I don't got to just do guest, right? I don't got to just do guests. But then also I'm like, when I started doing guests, and I did a range of guests, like 1 week I had on, it was a rabbi. He was like a Jewish rabbi from out of here, from Providence.
It's like Theo Von.
Nice people.
Yeah, and then the rabbi,
a
young rabbi, shout out to Rabbi Barry, young rabbi. He's like a leader out here. Like he's like one of the top, like I think he's the top rabbi in the state.
That's crazy.
And then
It's a flex.
when it came down to it, like a week after, I had on an OnlyFans model. And she was in there
Crazy.
shaking her ass. She had a cannon between her ass. So it was like, I'm like, okay, let me try this out. It's a pretty wild type of range.
Yeah.
But it worked, and then through that, you had some people, oh, why you do that? Like when I had War Rack on, I had like the white rap group War Rack on. And they're black too. One of them is black, so they're not fully white. So shout out to him. They're multicultural. They're a representation of the community. You got to give it up to them. But when it came to like having them on, people were like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they don't deserve to be on your platform, isn't that? And I'm like, I like this. I like people like being mad and being like, because it's like
that'll get more clicks. To be
honest. And
honest.
also at the same time, it's like, who the fuck are you to tell me who to have on my platform?
Yeah, right.
Like, this is my platform. Like, I do what the fuck I want with this. Like, just because you're mad because of a certain guest.
Where did we see them? Like we recorded them, and then it had like good numbers after. And then
on the street, we interviewed them on the street for the PVD Fest.
Oh, it was PVD
and that went
Fest.
viral. That clip went viral.
Yeah.
A whole
They
lot
were
of
funny.
Providence shit, like those street clips. So it's like I just like doing stuff organically, things I find are interesting. When it comes to the local stuff, I just put the community on camera, the good and the bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if it's too far, I'll edit it out. Like when we had Chelsea Kulo on, she was shaking her ass. And there was a lot of nudity. I edited it out. I'm not going to be posting that. You know what I'm saying? But there's ways to work around it and censor it properly enough.
What a professional.
But that's just like a part of life, bro. Like there's strippers in Rhode Island. They have a profession. You know what I'm saying? Like people that'll judge certain things like that, like they'll talk down about she's a whore, she's a slut, this and that, will be the first people like jerking their dick off at home to the same girl on video, or literally going to the strip club, giving them money, but not telling anybody that they're going. So it's like there's a lot of hypocrisy with shit, and it's just like I just see through it all, and I'm not scared of like feedback or judgment. Like, it is what it is. Like I've always said, like I feel like I can literally have a conversation with anyone, even if I'm disagreeing with them. I almost damn near wish it happened more. I'd rather disagree with someone. That's why I kind of like having now the new co-host I have on the podcast, my longtime friend Noel, because he's very like, he'll have like different opinions than me, and I'll kind of stir the pot with that. Whereas like, I like that, having different perspective type of thing, because we need more of that.
It makes you better clips too, to be honest.
Yeah, it gets you better clips. It keeps the conversations going.
He's
you know what I'm
funny as
saying?
hell, dog.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's
funny
a
as
wild
fuck.
card. Like, Noel's like insane. You know what I'm saying? But I knew from the jump, I'm like, having him on camera is gonna work. Like this guy is just, he's already a walk of life everywhere he goes. So
the
like,
Dominican festival clips are
he's insane. So I just knew that was
He's
gonna
on
work,
those.
and people are loving it. Even though he still gets his hate. You know what I'm saying? But like that comes with the territory. It's like he's his own personality. We're not here to be puppets or robots. People are gonna have their own, personalities, own opinions, their own everything, their own taste. So you just gotta roll with it. But it's been crazy, man. Today there was like a story that came out. Tucker Carlson confirmed that he's interviewing Vladimir Putin
Yeah, I
in
saw
Russia.
that on TikTok like right when I was getting ready for
Yeah,
this.
it's like the biggest story right now online. Like he's like in Russia. There was rumors that he was gonna do it, but now he confirmed it. He's like, I'm here to interview
He's
Putin.
in Moscow right currently.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to interview him. He might drop the interview either tonight or tomorrow.
He's like I'm not. He's like, the Americans deserve to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And hear from him. There's like, I'm not paying him. There's no money being transferred. He goes, I'm
Yeah.
not putting it behind a paywall. He goes, you can go.
free.
Everybody can watch it for free on the website. It's probably going to be the biggest interview of all time. Like it might. The numbers are going to be insane.
Especially if
I
it's
wanna
properly
watch it. I
translated.
didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, especially if it's properly translated. That shit's gonna be crazy. But like,
That's a big point.
I like that. I feel like I understand that. Now it depends how the interview goes. We still got to see it, right? Because if it's just him like laughing along to everything and like purely humanizing Vladimir Putin, even though he's like done so many evil things, been behind so many people dying, and like being so controlling of his own people, then it would be like, oh, what the fuck? But I don't think he's gonna necessarily do that. I think hopefully it's gonna be a pretty objective interview. But when people do that, that's where it does get like weird. Like when Nori had Kanye on, and then Nori was kind of just like going along with everything Kanye was saying, and like kind of dick riding him a bit, like kind of too hyped.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, wait a minute, like, what's going on here? Like, didn't you hear him just say that? Like, combat what he's saying. Like
at least
why are you
push back
scared?
something.
Yeah, he's Kanye, but don't be scared of him. Like, this nigga's not really God. He thinks he's God, but that's not really God. That's just a man.
So what do you feel like you would have said? Like what would you would have pushed back on? You know, being sitting at that table with Nori and DJ Irfan.
I would have definitely told him, you know, I would have to look at the talking points because I forgot what was the main headlines from that. But I do remember just the idea of him having like a sense of like no one loves me, and like I'm always right, like type of energy, which he's kind of always had. But it was peaking during this interview. Like it was a pretty higher level than ever. And I would literally like have moments of like, yo, let's take a break. Like keep it on camera, but like let's take a break. Let's talk off camera. And like, you know, damn near just show him you have control here. Like, if you got to stop the interview, you can stop it. Like, it's not like you just got to, like, let this guy say what the fuck he's saying. Because then you have what happened was he posted the interview, Nori, then he deleted it. You know, he deleted it. And then everyone was like, even myself, I'm like, bro, if you're going to post it, at that point, leave it up.
Leave it at that point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Kanye was mad because it was deleted, and then I think him and Kanye kind of had like a falling out, kind of from that. But there's a lot of shit that Kanye does and says where it needs to be fully combated. Like he has a moment right now where he was very like, you know, he had the White Lives Matter shirts and was very pushing against the grain of just the value of what it is to be black, and he was kind of just pushing against the idea of racism.
Yeah.
But then now you saw him last week when he was the paparazzi ran into him, and he was like, "You think because you're white you can just run up on me and with your camera, with your phone, and ask me that question about my wife?" And I'm like, "Oh, so now you wanna? So now you're black again?"
Yeah.
It's like you just are just.
I think
It's a fucking like. Table tennis,
It's
like
a
it's ping
back and
pong.
forth. Yeah,
It's some bullshit. Like, what is going on here?
I think some days you just catch him with different meds. Like his meds are all probably off one day.
That's what it really is. He has mental health issues. That's what it genuinely is. And we just keep continuing just like, oh my God, it's Kanye, he's a genius, etc. He has mental health issues. Like the guy has mental health issues. Like he can't see his kids under certain restrictions. Like when the mother is making certain decisions like that, like we don't know what fully is happening. Like it's like it's something like we know, come on, like the guy's tripping out. And that's where it gets sad, where it's like you see the demise of such a legendary person, you know, and people don't want to accept it. Like I've been saying it, where I feel like his impact has fallen off. Like it's not where it used to be. Like Kanye would drop a shoe, people go crazy. Kanye would drop a song, people would play it like all the time. He dropped a song, it didn't even chart. Like Vultures, no one cared about it. He dropped a shoe, like a sock shoe, it's like $200. No one's buying it. No one's talking about it. And it's like Kanye just needs to reset. Like he needs to really take a break. That retirement he was gonna take for a year, he needs to do it fully and then reassess it and then actually come back. We're getting an album, I think, in 2 days. I don't think it's really even gonna drop.
For real? From Kanye?
Yeah, it's Kanye on Friday. It's a
know
3 albums, so it's gonna be Vultures, Volume 1 on Friday, and then next month is gonna be Volume 2. I don't even think it's even gonna drop. I think it's not even gonna drop. And if it does drop, I don't think it's even gonna be like
I didn't even know that.
impactful. It's not gonna be nothing cultural, like a crazy moment. And it's sad because like I do think that he's the greatest artist of all time. Like when it's all said and done, I do think I would put Kanye West as number one, discography wise, fashion wise. Kanye West at his prime, there's really no one else probably better, to be honest. You know,
especially his producer run, which is like not
producing wise,
his
probably the
producer
best
run is
producer of all
crazy.
time. He's up there, if not top 3 or top 5. So it's crazy to see. But again, revealing the curtain behind everything. He's just a human.
Yeah.
He's not, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's going to have moments of falling off, you know what I'm saying? He can't be the hottest forever. He cannot. No matter how much he wants to force it and pretend that the fuck he is.
Drake's kind of doing it, though. I can't lie. Drake's been the hottest for a minute, I feel.
Drake's doing it. Drake's doing it.
Wait,
Drake
But-
has like no
congrats
fall.
to Chris Brown though. Didn't
no
he
fall
just
off.
do like, what is he like 20 years straight? Like the first artist to chart 20 years straight.
Really?
I believe it.
I believe it. Though.
Yeah, that's
100%.
like for 20, like,
And doing it while pretty much being blackballed in a lot of places, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
because it could have been a lot more, but like, yeah, he's like the first artist to ever chart for like that long, like the whole time.
I think he's the best. Like our generation R&B, like Chris
Oh,
Brown.
I love. I think he goes down as the best, especially like what he does. And then if he wants to rap, he'll out rap most rappers too. Which
Yeah.
is,
He do
he can really rap.
Yeah.
He do be cooking.
Yeah. But there's still energy with him where it does feel blackballed for some reason.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
Chris Brown, like I don't know what the fuck it is. There's like a weird energy
You know
in the
what it is.
industry.
You know that whole.
Because that
you know,
Rihanna
whole
situation.
thing that happened a
Rihanna
long time
shit.
ago.
But it's like, damn, like I don't know. Like the music's not bad. Like the music's amazing. The album was great.
Yep.
You know, the interviews he's been
that
doing has
album
been
was
pretty
great.
good. Yeah.
The
yeah.
album was really
It
good.
was really good. So it's like, I don't know with him, because like with Kanye is like, the music hasn't been great, right? It hasn't been really good at all. But then with Chris Brown, the shit has been amazing.
Donda was good.
You know what I'm saying?
Donda was good, bro.
Oh yeah, Donda. I never said it wasn't, but we're talking about 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Damn,
this
it's
point.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years ago now. So
Damn.
you know we moved on from that, and yeah, that was definitely a great album. But other than that, it's been a sense of like, you know, Donda 2 was a mess. Like, what is this? It's like skews and like stems and a mess. And now we have this album that keeps getting teased, rolled out, pushed back. Now it's 3 albums in one. Do we really want 3 albums from Kanye West? 3 volumes? I don't know. It sounds maybe creative, like, and that could be.
He's such
you know,
an artist, bro. He's like just such an artist.
I could be wrong, and then now he switches everything up where everyone's doing 3 volumes. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3-volume album shit. And like this is the new shit he started.
You know he's
You know
a
what I'm
trendsetter.
saying?
There's no question.
It could be that, but
Knowing Kanye, there's probably a couple of hits in there too. I don't know.
I'll say more than a couple. No?
if he's saying lines like "I just fucked a Jewish bitch," like he said on the Vulture song,
No.
I don't know about that
no
shit.
queda either, you know.
You know what
I
I'm
mean, pero
saying?
tú sabes que eso está ahí.
But he did say he's gonna drop a 40-minute apology video before the album drops.
Jesus.
So it's like, who are you apologizing to, the Jewish community? And it's like, if you are you gonna delete your lyrics where you're saying wild shit on the album, or are you gonna those songs not gonna exist? Why are you gonna apologize?
Nah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
gonna be- I don't know. Bro.
Just go on Rogan, man. You don't gotta apologize. Just go have a 3-hour
so-
conversation with Rogan and
And now
fucking-
he's gonna release the music. He's independent right now. He has no record label. These record labels probably don't want to support him because of the, you know,
Yeah, all the
the anti-Semitic, the shit he's saying about Jewish people.
Just put it on his own website or something. I don't know. Don't even use a DSP. Just say fuck it.
Upload it on SoundCloud. No, I don't know.
I mean, imagine
He would
does
break
some crazy
SoundCloud
shit like
probably.
that. Yeah,
He would break any app, but I don't
Nah,
know.
he would.
I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I do love fundamentally like going against the system, like what he does, going against the system. I do love that because that's all that really comes down to. So a lot of people always say like, "Oh, you don't understand him," or like, "He's ahead of his time, man. He's 10 years ahead of all of us, man." And it's like, yeah. Like I've always said that in the past, but like right now, I don't know if it's because I'm just getting older or maybe I just have logical sense. Like it just feels like the man is not where he used to be, and it's fine. And it's fine. You know, he just needs to reassess because, you know, look at him in his regular life. He's walking around with no shoes. He keeps wearing random masks. He wore the Jason mask. The Michael Myers mask. The other day he wore like the Michael Myers mask and then the Jason mask on top of the Michael Myers mask.
Okay.
Like
That's
a
when
double
he went
mask.
to like
Está aburrido, bro.
Travis Scott
That nigga's
concert?
bored.
Yeah.
You think he's bored?
I think he's bored, bro.
And he got his wife that's like the white lady. I think she used to work for Yeezy, the Yeezy Supply. Like she was like a designer. and she's walking around. Yes,
Half naked. Basically with
no,
titties
naked,
out.
literally naked. Yesterday she was naked, and she just had a raincoat, white transparent raincoat, and she was naked, the full body naked. So it's like,
That's crazy.
what is happening here?
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
what is?
He's trying to go down as like a once in a generation artist.
I mean, he
feel.
already
Like,
is. There's no question.
He
Like,
is.
there's
He's
no- he don't
definitely
gotta do
separated
nothing-
himself from being
he don't
just
gotta
like
do nothing
a
else
Drake,
ever
a music
again.
artist. Like Kanye's
Yeah.
an artist. Like
Yeah.
it may not always make sense. It makes sense to him though.
Man, this is just it's crazy. I just know I don't know. I don't want to put the energy in the world, but he always has given me like those type of people. Like you gotta like show them love. Like he needs real love and be careful.
Yeah.
Because like, what if he does go fully off the hinges?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it gets weird. Where it's like, I don't think he's gonna hurt someone. Maybe not. Right? We haven't seen that yet. Surprised, we have not seen that yet. There has never even been a rumor like Kanye like hitting a woman.
No.
Now I think about it, like any girl or anything.
never.
No shit like that.
He like threw a camera paparazzi or something like that.
Yeah,
Put a
yeah,
camera.
he's done shit like
He
that.
can't- that he should, as he should.
Yeah, but then it's like he might hurt himself one day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't want to see.
That'd be tragic. Yeah, that'd be.
That'd be tragic, you know. Or maybe for him, like a lot of people think, you go out as a martyr. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy, like you go out on top, or you go out as the greatest.
That's a hero.
Yeah,
type of shit.
because he walks around as if his life's complete. Like he always says, "I'm the GOAT. I'm the best." Blah blah blah. And it's like, oh, that isn't that the end goal? So you've already
Yeah.
reached it then. So what else is? What is all this other shit then? Like you know
next?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't
At
seem
least
as
he ain't
hungry.
like Eminem, man, because Eminem, he's got to retire immediately.
No, yeah, Eminem got to retire.
Eminem's got to
Why he gotta
retire
retire?
immediately.
Why?
You hear him rapping these days, bro? It's
Nah, I
fucking
haven't been listening, but
It's hard,
Nah,
man.
yeah.
His new
I
flow is
can't
hard.
even get into it to be honest.
No, it's like it's hard to listen to.
Oh, like I mean, I said,
it's not like hard.
hard. That's just hard.
It's like
Okay,
hard
what
to
song you
listen
want? What
to.
song you
It's
want
hard.
to check
It's
out?
just hard.
Yeah, no, yeah, Eminem is.
Eminem's got to retire, man. I'm so heated. He's
Hot
not,
take. Damn.
bro. Like, come on, man.
I don't think it's too high. I think Eminem's been not everybody's taste for a while. I
His
think
new
for sure.
flow is just the flow. Like,
Yeah, I don't like the new flow either.
he could still rap words, but it's like it's just the flow, bro. It's
He can
just
rap
like
words.
I think that's all he's trying to do is rap.
No, but that's literally what we're trying to do, is just show you like I can rhyme.
That's an awfully
But
hot
Exercising.
coffee pot.
Exercising.
Tyler the Creator said it.
What'd you
Like,
say?
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. That's from one of his things.
yeah,
That's literally, he
nice.
says lines like that all the time. Like now, like it's like,
It's weird.
It's impressive how he can rhyme certain phrases and stuff. You don't even think about it. It just keeps
he's-
coming.
It's
Can
like
you
some
rhyme
Dr. Seuss
orange?
shit, man?
Oh, he did orange.
he rhymed orange. He rhymed he's like rhymed every word.
Oh,
You know, like yeah, like he's done everything. Like it's crazy,
I
but
feel like someone's just got to get him mad, and then he'll start rapping good again. But it's like, like I don't know.
what? Do you feel like he won that against MGK?
You think MGK?
I'm asking. I'm
I
only
think I
asking
feel
a
like-
if you're
question.
asking, that means
I think
you-
MGK
I am merely
That's
asking a question.
crazy.
for me, I liked MGK's
It was dope
Song
to see
better.
him. Yeah, it was dope. To see
I like
him.
this song better.
for sure.
The
And
beard is
honestly,
weird.
If you're MGK, you won already because you had the goat. Definitely the white goat probably.
Yeah.
To respond,
Your
you got
goat,
you
too.
got in like a back and forth with him. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
won.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. And I
was
feel
a
like
good one.
MGK got underestimated. Like people think like, oh, he's not a rapper. No, MGK raps his ass
No,
off
he rap.
when he wants to.
But he took a left turn and he's doing this rock shit like that.
And that shit
It's-
worked, though.
It's working.
Yeah.
I mean, yo,
He won the
music
Grammys.
is incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's a good ass rock music. It's crazy. Like
His
it's
band is fire. Like them dudes is
Bro.
rocking. And then what's dope too is that he can still do the rap stuff, and he still has his boys opening and doing
Yeah,
their
yeah.
thing
No, yeah, he could.
with the same audience.
He had a song with ESTG a couple months ago. And he was going in on that shit. I was like, okay, this is
yeah.
This
I
is
think
Kels.
they're both from the same place. I think that's why.
Nah,
ESTG
that's
and
tough.
him.
That's just tough.
I
Yeah.
think he's from Cleveland, right? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Ohio.
Cleveland, this is for you. Yo, so
LeBron.
I wanted to ask you. So we have a lot of people going crazy in this whole interview space. You got George Janko going crazy.
Yeah.
I love PBD podcast. Patrick Bat David. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of his. Shannon's joint just
Yeah, Shannon Sharp's going hard.
it's going berserk.
And the show with Ocho Cinco is hilarious.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
nightcap.
those is-
I always watch nightcap.
Nah, it's too funny.
Ocho and Shannon, they're hilarious together.
Yeah, that was a super funny duo. But like, I'm sure Shannon didn't think. Maybe as he was doing the interview with Cat Williams, he was like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
this is gonna be insane." But is there a person that you would like to interview? Like, do you have like a list of like a few people? Like, I'm just talking about like outrageous. Like, I don't care who, because now you've had everybody from politicians to
Yeah.
professionals in all forms.
Yeah. I mean, I would love for like local impact. I feel like if I were to interview Viola Davis, it'd be crazy because Viola Davis is from Central Falls. A lot of people don't know she's from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be pretty cool and impactful to like actually like shock the city and people go crazy and support it. And her story, just getting that on camera, I think is necessary. It needs to be done.
Wow.
Other than that,
That's a big one.
like when it comes to just people, I don't know, man. Like I've had moments like that, like thinking I want to interview this person, etc. Like dream interviews, but then with this Adin Ross shit, it's showing me more and more of like that shit just has to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Got you.
like it needs to be something that just organically happens. You know, I would love. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like I can give anyone in the world their best interview of all time. Like the conversation I could have with anyone
shit.
would be the best conversation that they would ever have. Whether it's a Drake, Kanye, anyone, it would be the best conversation. After it happens, people would be like, "Fuck, that was the best conversation." Like I feel like I can literally do that because I see the actual like fallacies when I'm looking at all these people. I study them. Like I study a Shannon Sharp, I study a Nori, I study Joe Budden, all of them, Rogan, and I can see where like they could fix, like they fucked up here, like they didn't circle back to this, they didn't have notes on this, and they misquoted this.
Yeah.
So I always feel like I can definitely give them their best interviews ever. So whenever the time is right, whenever it does happen, I think people are gonna be impressed and actually enjoy it. But I've always said like Drake. I always loved to interview Drake, but the interview I would give Drake would never give. Because I already have questions. I have questions written down from years ago from older songs.
Was that really your meat on the plane?
No. I have questions written down from like older songs, deep cuts, B-sides, like talking about Take Care, like asking him how, like why was Kendrick Lamar the interlude on Take Care? Like why didn't he do a feature on Take Care? Like questions that he would never answer. Yeah. I'm telling you, he would never answer these questions because he doesn't want to. Like he doesn't want to reveal that allure. Like, what's your relationship with Kendrick Lamar? How do you feel about, the rap game and like your position? Do you really think you really are the GOAT, or are you still not as great as Jay-Z, as he used to say? You used to look up to Jay-Z. Do you think you surpass Jay-Z? Certain questions that he would not answer. I'm telling you, he wouldn't answer it because it would just remove the allure. And he wants to keep that allure, so that's why he does fun shit. Like he'll do the Bobby Altoff and then delete it randomly, and he'll do the Sunday ice cream.
Yeah, Sunday
Barstools
Sunday
on Barstools.
Caleb
Caleb.
Presley.
Caleb Presley.
Those are funny.
That joint with Kevin Gates.
Oh yeah.
I watched
Had me
that
crying.
shit.
Riff Raff.
Bro.
Crying.
It is so funny. Like it was just funny. Like it was
Kevin Gates is one of the best like people to interview in the world. Like any Kevin Gates interview is extremely entertaining. Even if though he sounds like hypocritical at a lot of times, of like sounds like he's lying. There's so much inspiration like in his interviews. Like he convinces you of shit. Like when he said that he started a car battery with his hands, I believe that shit. I'm like, he fucking did it. The way he said it was like, this man did that shit. Like no, he did that shit.
Yeah.
Like he really genuinely did that shit. I cannot believe it. You know what I'm saying? And then now, we see him. He did a new interview where he was talking about he always talks about it. Like he goes deep. Like he talks about literally shooting himself in the head or like trying to kill himself. Like he gets very crazy with it. And I'm like, fuck, this guy has a lot of self-awareness, and I would love to interview him. I would love to interview him. That would be a good interview, actually. Kevin Gates. Yeah, he's almost like bigger than his music. Like his character, and like his impact is like he's bigger than his music. Like if you think about it right now, you probably can't name 5 Kevin Gates songs, especially off of his latest album or whatever, and his numbers don't sell crazy. But he stays relevant.
He's just a personality more than
he stays relevant. He has his loyal fan base. He always has like at least one song on the charts or like on TikTok or like something. You know what I'm saying? So it's he's an interesting guy right there, Kevin Gates. I love that guy.
We did something for Men's Health, and it was like him working out, and it was we had to edit it down. It was like an hour of footage, so like the whole time he's just being a clown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just mad funny.
Yeah. Cause he's healthy as fuck now. He lost a lot of weight. He's on his health journey.
Yeah, it was motivating to see that shit because I saw when he first came out, and now he's like, OD slimmed down.
He was fat on lean, looking crazy, drinking lean in interviews.
Yeah, he said,
He quit lean. Gucci Man told him to quit lean.
He said he's like the way he said it's mad funny, but he's like, my man, he's like, I had my shirt off. We was around mad people. My friend had his baby.
Oh yeah.
and and I was holding the baby.
This is what you're talking about.
He's like, the baby tried to suck his titty. And he's like, oh, hell no.
I gotta lose this
He's
weight.
like, I gotta lose this weight.
It's true, bro. Think about that
Yo.
shit. He was depressed, he said.
That's funny.
He said people were laughing, but he was like, I was depressed as fuck. Like, nah, the baby sucking my titty. I gotta get to the gym.
That's so, hey, it
It's a
works.
reality check. Everyone has their own reality check.
It works.
Yo.
I believe him too.
Yeah, that's wild.
He never looked back. He never looked back. Some people lose the weight and gain it back. Like, he's been, like, slimmed down.
At that point, you make it a lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta make
Have you
that
guys
shit
been
a
seeing there's a lot of celebrities now in Hollywood, the number one drug is Ozempic.
lifestyle. What the hell is that?
Ozempic is a weight loss pill that every celebrity has been taking, and either secretly or publicly. Like, if you look at Nori, you know Nori? I believe he definitely took Ozempic. Because a month ago, Nori, he's always been like jogging. If you follow Nori online, he jogs
he's
a
always
lot.
doing
He's like a
something,
jogger in Miami, jogging around Miami. But now he looks like a third of like the way he was
Yeah.
like
I
a
heard
month
somebody saying
ago.
about Kelly Clarkson too.
Yeah, they're saying Kelly Clarkson. They're saying that Fat Joe's
good.
trying it out.
I'll have to look
It's,
into that
it's
shit.
extremely effective.
What's the name of that?
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
My dad
okay.
does it, and he lost like 60 pounds, and he has no appetite.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, this is just amazing. But like, people are always talking about like, what's the long term effects? 'Cause-
Yeah, because it's so freshly new.
yeah.
And no one knows what's the long term effects.
It's a diabetic drug, so it's supposed to lower your blood sugar. It's
wow.
an injection you put in your stomach like once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's the number one thing. Like people are talking about it like right now, and it's like helping a lot of people lose weight. Like it's crazy.
Boy, ain't no
You know the
way.
Are You Garbage podcast, the big dude,
Yeah.
H. Foley, he's taking it and he's down like 100.
Damn.
He's going
Damn.
crazy. He's a bigger dude.
Yeah.
So you can already see it. He's already slimmed down a bunch.
Fuck.
I gotta check out the podcast. I like that podcast. It's funny.
But yo, I remember as a kid hearing the commercial. Ozempic, you know.
No.
So what is it like a
Yeah,
rebrand?
that's a song.
But I
be a
know there was
rebrand?
a jingle for this.
Oh, it's magic.
But I know they made a commercial,
jingle, yeah.
so I think it's been around for a minute, and
they
now
probably
they
did a
just-
rebrand.
maybe, but its numbers are up.
Put some new ingredients inside of it or something.
It's expensive too. Like I don't remember the numbers, but my dad's insurance doesn't cover it, so he comes out of pocket for real.
I feel like it is expensive because when you think about it, like everyone has been using it reportedly has been famous as people that they've been posting and talking about. So I'm like, this has to be an expensive drug. You know, I haven't done like a deep dive. I probably will. I want to do like a whole rant about it eventually on the podcast. But yeah, that's like the number one thing. Like people are going crazy with Ozempic. I'm like kind of scared. I'm like, fuck.
Anything like that, it's like what's
it's
gonna
too good to
happen
be
in
true.
30 Yeah,
You know?
in like 30, 40 years, people just I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, because like one thing is like needing it if you need to lose weight, like
Yeah.
health wise. But then there's gonna be some people who just might become addicted to it.
yeah,
You know, and then what happens there?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially celebrities, they're super body conscious and everything. Like they have to be their skinny.
Popping Ozempic everywhere you go. You got an Ozempic on you? Let me pop that. Let me pop that Ozy. Pop that Ozy.
Oh, you got the mobile. You got the whole mobile setup.
It's literally just like a syringe you put in your
Yeah.
stomach. So like you could walk in with like a rifle bullet thing full of Ozempics
Yeah,
and
a
just
pouch.
sling it at a party.
You got a,
Nah, that's
a
crazy.
fanny
A
pack.
sash.
Ozempic party.
That's some real fiend shit.
But like it really just kills your appetite. And my dad's like, yeah, I just never eat. He's like, he had to start like eating protein shakes just to like get protein back in his body because like you lack a lot of vitamins because you're just not eating anymore. That's
Fuck.
really what it does.
Fuck.
no.
God damn.
No. That's
That's
a
just
little
powerful.
Nah, that's a little too hard.
That's just powerful. But listen, man, not everyone goes to the gym or has that drive to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, too.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. It's hard to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? People
Yeah, it
have
is.
people struggle. So, but yeah, that's some scary shit. Where I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now in Hollywood? Where like everyone's on this Ozempic thing, like it's like crazy. You know, and they got to maintain it now. That's another thing. Like you could lose the weight, but you got to maintain that shit.
I think
Yeah.
you gotta stay on the Ozempic. I think it's
Or-
like almost a lifelong commitment.
Fuck no.
No.
I think if you come
Once
off
you
it,
get
you
off,
just
what
blow back
gonna
up.
go-
Nah,
you blow back up.
Imagine.
Jesus
Technically, if it's controlling appetite, it probably does like result back fast if you take
No,
it
for
off.
sure.
my
Because
God.
you got your appetite a little bit back.
Just start binging.
You might start fucking shit up.
Fuck. No.
That-
DJ Khaled, get Ozempic. You need that. Bro. I would love to
Khaled's
see
been
a
on that diet
skinny
for
Khaled
so
would be
long.
interesting to see. He might be on it right now. We just haven't, you know what I'm saying?
You haven't seen him in a minute.
He hasn't
Yeah.
popped down. I mean, was he at the
Nah.
Grammys?
His
Yeah.
chef is cracking, bro.
Fuck.
Like, yo, the food that every day is a whole different.
What's the chef's name? What's one of the chef's name?
I don't know.
Fuck. He made her famous and shit. That she was like
Nah,
always.
she is. She. I don't know who, but
My
whatever.
God, the food he would eat
Cracking.
is insane. That's
Yo,
another
like,
thing. Yeah.
You must. What's the point? I mean, sure, like going out to eat is like a social thing at that point. But
Yeah.
like even I feel like this now. Like most of the time, like I can probably make better food at home. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
having a chef that's doing the mostest.
And when you're that rich, it's kind of like it's a waste of time to cook almost. Like
Oh, nah,
like,
for
I could be
sure.
doing something better than
then
cooking right now.
And then your crib is insane. So like,
Yeah, I would rather if I had money, I would
definitely want a
definitely want a chef. I want a driver. I want to just do less and just have people that help me with that, but then compensate them properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
compensate. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, was going to my next question.
Yeah, yeah.
We're at episode 122. Where do you see yourself at episode 200? Well, 250, I want to say.
Oof. 250.
Like, are you in the same space? Are you in the same studio? Are you with a network? Are you what does the future look like for Cap?
I feel like by that time, hopefully, I'll be able to have more full control of like, just like when it comes to, everything in life right now is like, there's going to be a stress factor when, you have to, similar to you guys, to be honest, where it's like the idea of like having to pay the bills, right? Or like, the buildings, the heat in the building, bro. Someone breaking in this bitch.
Yeah.
That's just the air pressure there.
Not out here.
We got the foster foxes are on the loose. What the fuck is going on? Fucking but just having more like proper ownership. Like I wanna eventually I see myself having, a studio that I can properly own fully, having to be able to control the space, bigger space, more creative freedom to like do even more crazier stuff. Similar to here, like you guys have here going on.
Yeah.
A better car situation. Right now, the car I have always has like a fucking issue. Like on the way here, we don't know if it was the brakes. We were trying to find out on YouTube if it was the brakes or the tires. We don't know what the fuck we were hearing. But like I've been fixing it all month, and then like it's always now today another sound. Yeah, and it's like it's because it's a used car. It's an older car and it has so many miles, so you have to deal with that. But like I want to not deal with that. I want to have a car. Like I'd be like thinking about one day, like, yo, if I have a car, because I try to avoid leasing. I don't want to deal with leasing. I want to have full proper ownership. Mm-hmm. But if I have a car with just 0 miles, like literally 0 miles, like
What would it be?
it could be any car.
What car?
But it could be any car.
I think it's Toyota Corolla.
I'll tell
I'm
you
not
what,
picky. I'm not a picky
You
guy.
have one in mind?
Nah,
I'm
I
not a picky
got
guy.
one in mind. I got 2 in mind.
Where you
I've
go?
always wanted like a Jeep Wrangler. That's my dream car, like a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
Heading
I'm not
to
like
heading
I know all about cars, but I'm not like, I would die for a Lamborghini. Hell the fuck no.
we
You know how
don't-
much
I
it is to
can see you in a
maintain a
Tesla.
Lamborghini?
I could see you on some Sudi shit with a
A
Tesla.
Tesla, yeah. Just about suitability. Suitability. Was it suitability?
What?
Suitability. Tongue twister.
Tesla's a fire, and I think in a few years, like there's not gonna be any more new
And they're
gas
pretty
powered cars.
efficient. Like,
Allegedly.
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 Question. Cybertruck?
That would be. I would get one. Cause that's the best
I
of
would
both
get one.
worlds.
nah, I want to
Because-
Because
that's tough. That's
because
just
I
tough.
look at a Jeep Wrangler as kind of like a Timberland boot of cars, where it's very universal.
Okay.
That was a good one. I like
yeah,
that
you
one.
could
You could drive it anywhere.
Yo, we gotta put the Wrangler
Underneath
slogan.
It looks
like
good with
that.
anything. Looks
Yep.
good with anything. You can use
was
it
a good
anywhere.
one.
You know what I'm saying? All weather. It works in all weather. This girl's in the hood still wearing Timberland boots when it's like
Damn.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
They're wearing that shit. 90 degrees with some jorts on, some jean shorts. You
Jorts.
know what I'm saying? They make it work.
So he said George.
Some jorts. You know what I'm saying? It happens. So it's pretty universal.
That was a beautiful
So the
picture.
Wrangler, I've always felt that way about the Wrangler, right? But then it's like the gas efficiency is like, fuck, you want a car that's gas efficient, right? I think now they probably this time they probably have like an electric Wrangler or some shit like that.
Maybe.
So that would
Probably
be
not,
pretty
probably
cool.
not.
seen
Most
one.
likely,
Yeah, I think they got some shit like that. So that's something I would love. Yeah, but other than that, like I've always had like my dream car growing up was like the Lamborghini Countach, like the Lamborghini from It's from the '90s, but it's the one in Wolf of Wall Street when like
that was
Leonardo
dope.
DiCaprio's like falling
Yeah.
out of it and
Bro,
going
that
crazy.
shit is
The white one.
fucking
Yeah,
fire. With
like
the-
that one. I
the
always
lights that do
loved.
this.
Yeah, I just love the way it looks.
That car's
My
beautiful.
dad used to have a Honda while I was in New York that the lights used to come up and down. It's just fire.
That shit.
They gotta bring that
shit's
shit
incredible.
back.
Looking at you.
They gotta bring that back. I don't think no new cars have that anymore. Maybe Corvettes, maybe still. Maybe
Nah.
not.
They
I
low
think
key
so.
are like now they're gonna start like retroing the same way they retro Jordans and shit. They're gonna start retroing cars. They have like they're gonna start doing electric cars, but that look
Electric
like
versions.
the
like an
old
old
shit.
Mustang, like a '70s Mustang.
Yeah, or even like
dope.
Corollas and
That's
shit, like old school
tough. I
Corollas.
can't lie,
That's
that's
crazy.
tough. That's
Old school
tough.
That's hard.
Lexuses, they're already teasing the old school Lexuses, like the Preludes and shit, like the old school style.
I like that.
Bringing it back, but just the body's the same, but the inside's fully electric. That's genius.
That's kind of fire.
Because it reaches a point where like all these
These
newer
cars, yeah,
models
they-
all look the fucking same.
Yeah, they don't have personality, bro.
like a 2025 Hyundai looks like a 2025 fucking
It's no personality.
Toyota. Like they all look the same. Like these SUVs all look the same. Like there's
Dull
no
colors,
They've
like-
done everything. So now they gotta go back to where they started, back to basics. And everything comes around full circle in life. Even now with the fucking cars, when they're gonna do electric, old school car, that's just gonna be crazy if we start seeing that on the street. You're gonna be thinking we're going back in time.
Yeah,
like
you're
in the
thinking
movies.
it's a 60s joint, and that dude is zooming.
Yo.
You're just thinking zero noise.
Zero noise, bro. Like what the fuck? It's gonna be like this shit. Literally, like what's the DeLorean? What's it on the fucking TV right now?
Oh yeah, right here.
A
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
DeLorean.
This is my shirt right here.
Exactly like
Yo.
that shit. Like some crazy shit like that.
Like a fucking DeLorean just driving by and shit. But no, yeah, that's how I always thought about it when it comes to cars. Just something that's efficient, you know. That's why electric. I'm a huge fan of
So
like
the
electric
Cybertrucks
wave.
are officially out, or
Yeah,
The what?
the Cybertrucks are out. Yeah,
But
Oh,
people,
yeah,
put,
yeah.
people put the orders in years ago though.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely a waiting list.
yeah.
And then they just let people
buy one
start-
resold.
Like buying spots or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No,
that
listen,
ex-
that's the wave, man. Like Elon Musk. Did you see the Tesla houses now that they're doing? The small homes that they're doing,
No.
bro. They're selling these homes and shit for
Small
like
homes?
30 racks, 50 racks.
Wow.
And it's like a house, literally for
think
one
I saw one.
family. And
It's
you
like
can put that
foldable?
shit. Yeah, you could put that shit in his backyard. You guys can probably fit like 10 of them shits in his backyard.
Yeah, it's
thinking about it,
foldable.
actually.
like I'm telling you, like that's the future of like
Like already,
life.
like it's already
think
available to
so.
the public.
Yeah, there's some you can buy. There's like an $18,000 version that you can buy on Amazon right now. And it's like
No.
it comes folded, and you just unfold the
bro.
house. Unfold the house.
Looks
Obviously, you
pretty
got to figure out the plumbing and shit. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
figure it
of
out.
course, but
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, paso loco.
Yeah, but
Elon's different, bro.
yeah, that shit, bro. That's the future of life. Whereas like people just want things to be more simplistic and stuff. Because like even like I've always heard so many fucking celebrities would be like, I gotta like the mansion, and like they hate it because they gotta clean and they gotta pay so much a month to have someone
So
clean
for
it.
maintenance, yep.
So it's like, fuck. This sounds like a fucking headache. I don't want to have a fucking headache. You know what I'm saying? And Elon Musk, I think, sold all his houses, and he lives in
yeah.
one of those like small homes
Yeah.
that he's selling now. He lives in one of those. So
But,
it's
I
like,
mean, he can literally do. He's just one of those AI type of people that's like that can like literally live efficiently with just what he needs and knowing. I mean, it's just finances is not even something that probably comes up in his brain like
Yeah.
that, like as an issue because he owns nothing, right?
Yeah,
he pays
yeah.
by his zero taxes on whatever the case is. But
it's crazy. That man, he's gonna be studied his brain
what
when he
would you-
passes away.
What would you ask Elon?
Elon,
If you could
oof.
sit down, if you could sit down with Elon Musk,
I wouldn't
a
even
good
know where to
question.
start.
I would definitely ask Elon Musk. I would ask his opinion on people just criticizing him and like not liking him. A lot of people don't really like him.
yeah,
You know, like I've met a lot of people in person that really like hate Elon Musk and like I don't know if it's because he's rich. I know a lot of people hate rich people in general.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people really just genuinely don't like him. I wonder how he handles that like criticism
I think it doesn't
Yeah.
phase him
and
at
not
all.
being liked. Because obviously it's a part of the territory, right? People know how to work with it, make it work. But I would love to ask him more about that deeply, and also ask him like, what's his daily life like and schedule? Like, how does he have so much fucking time to tweet so much? Like, I get it. It runs up X. How does he have so much time to X? So that doesn't even sound right. It's still Twitter. How does he have so
Still
much time to tweet so much?
Yeah.
I get that when he tweets, like it helps the app.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he retweets someone else,
Yeah.
you know, because Twitter, the way they pay you is verified account interaction. You know what I'm saying? So if verified accounts are interacting with you and you're a verified account, your monetization on that tweet goes up. So that's why he's always retweeting
Crazy.
Tucker Carlson. A lot of the creators on the platform, he supports them like that. He'll retweet them and shit because it runs up their monetization. It's all strategic. It's all strategic. So that's why today he was retweeting that Tucker Carlson shit, the Putin shit.
That is pretty wild though.
Yeah, so I would love. I don't know how he does it. Maybe AI this whole time.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? He seems to be so fucking busy. I don't see him just like stopping out of his day and just tweeting and then.
Probably got a team for it.
But I mean,
I don't know, maybe when he takes a piss.
I'm sure he is super busy, but at the same time, you know how many people are running everything for you?
Yeah.
Like he's not doing.
Like he can come around to like meeting.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to drive himself. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm not even gonna tell you. All right, cool. That's what's up. I'm gonna go to the next one, make sure everybody cooking.
Let me put my jetpack on and just fly away. You know what I'm saying?
He's like Jimmy Neutron. Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying he's gonna be the first guy in 10 years to reach $1 trillion. They're estimating Elon Musk.
You don't
gonna
think
be the
there's
first.
people at $1 trillion now? You don't feel well, some of these people collectively, I'm sure, you know, like the Rothschilds and shit like that collectively.
They say there's some oil money that's like not trackable, that like in the Saudis and shit that have just dumb money that might be over $1 trillion already.
Like the Dodgers. They got
The
dumb
Dodgers?
money. Are you a Dodgers fan?
I got this half for free.
All right. No baseball. No baseball talk.
We're not talking about baseball, buddy.
Yo,
You gotta try to put it in there.
I know.
What the fuck?
I like the logo. I support the Astros, and if the Red Sox get pitching, I'll switch back to a Red Sox.
I used to like Red
Nah,
Sox when I
no
was
Red
younger.
Sox.
Just lost the whole. Everyone just turned this shit off right now.
I know, right?
Talking baseball, you know.
Everyone hates talking baseball. That's the problem. You don't get.
I know, yeah,
I don't
This
know.
ain't the
Jesus
baby. This
Christ.
ain't pod.
You have kids, right?
Yeah.
Kids?
No. Of
No?
course I have. Why are you even asking? Of course I do.
Kids?
No.
For the sake of the fucking podcast, Murph. Anyway. Jeez, just play along for a second.
Sorry, bud.
You got kids. If you could,
Yeah.
if you could choose for them to get into any sport, what sport would it be, and why?
Listen, man. I would probably tell my son
Honestly,
to
I'll
start.
train him, bro. I'll help.
It's definitely not baseball. That's not happening.
why not
You
though?
thought-
Wait.
Hell no.
You
gotta go to Matt Gaines with that.
He got hit when he was younger, and that shit fucked him up.
Okay,
A lot of people get hit. It's a dangerous sport.
I definitely got smacked by a
It's a
baseball.
fucking rock they're throwing at you.
Dude, yeah,
You guys are throwing rocks around, talking about let's have fun, throwing a rock
You gotta try
around.
to catch it?
Let's catch a rock. Catch a rock. What the fuck are we, cavemen?
It doesn't kill you, like,
I don't know.
Hold on though. That's what I wanted to hear though. He said, "Oh God, no, not baseball, right?"
Yeah.
Now, since you probably know more stats than me, obviously about that shit, but give me who's the highest paid right now, and give me what's the contract looking
The
like?
Japanese
It's
you
Otani, right? It's
Ohtani.
Otani. Mookie's up
How
there.
much?
Gary Cole for
But
pitchers.
just give me what's the numbers looking like?
Showtime is like 600 million, some shit like
He got
that.
600
Yeah.
mil. I think 700
like recently.
actually.
Like recently, yeah.
Okay, sure, you are throwing around a rock, but don't you feel like baseball, you get like probably like the most bang for your buck? Or
It's not as.
in between baseball, soccer, and golf, where it's like the least prone to
Baseball is
injury.
one of the hardest sports. That's the thing, man. So if you're good at that, then you get compensated. Especially if you're like an elite player like Otani that can hit and pitch. Like that's like you haven't seen that since Babe Ruth, and that's why he's so big. And people say that he's better than Babe Ruth because he throws 100 miles an hour. He hits. He's a switch hitter. He's a fast guy. And
Switch hitter?
I believe he's switch, but if anything, he's a natural lefty. But he's something else, bro. When you hear the sound off his bat, like it's like nobody else is in the game. But
Damn.
yeah. But baseball's hard, man. And in basketball, people get like some bad ACL, ACLs, like.
So what do you think? Golf is the safest?
Definitely
Like,
football is like not.
I don't want my kids to play football.
No,
I mean,
that's
I'll let them do what they
brain
want.
trauma,
what
man,
they love.
like-
I would
but
do
ain't
golf.
trying to
I would tell my son to do golf. Start early as fuck.
super early.
you
Be the
guys already-
first Dominican 9-year-old
That'll be
golf star in the
crazy.
fucking
Where
world.
we
That
going
would
to?
be
What's
crazy.
that thing? What's the Top Golf
Top
spot?
golf,
golf.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna start bringing your son there? Sorry.
Stop making content there with
Practice
your son.
early.
He'll get
Yeah.
famous before he gets good.
Golf is
Yeah.
harder
Don't
than it looks,
go
bro.
golfing with this dude. I went once with him and he is horrible.
It's not true.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
no,
going
no.
with you before, though, to be honest.
Huh?
I don't even remember going with you.
I
I'm
hurt
going
my
golfing a
wrist
lot.
at Top Golf.
I'm
bro.
going. Yeah, you're terrible. When I went with you, you were
Wow.
It was someone that looked at you. It wasn't you.
Yeah, that must not have
Nah, I
been
was
me.
like,
There's
went
a lot of
together
weed
and I
that
was
day.
terrible. I
Lot
was
of
being
weed.
funny. I was-
Everybody thinks you'd be good because you're kind of big, but you can't.
Damn.
It's not about. It's not about hitting it hard. You gotta just
Is he
make good
Drake big,
contact.
yo?
This
Is
is
it
a lot of
Drake
technique
big?
that goes into it. Yeah.
Yo, listen, speaking of like baseball shit, when I used to play, wait, what would you say?
I don't know.
Run it back.
Yeah, speaking of baseball shit, I'm that dude. Like when I used to pull up to the to bat, everyone's like, "Oh shit, back up."
Oh, okay.
Everyone's like, "Yo, back up."
And then nothing,
I'm like,
strike out.
No.
Strikes out.
A punt.
Sometimes, but no, I would just I hit like really hard line drives, or I would pop that bitch sometimes. But it was just like I couldn't. My cousins are like half my size. They're like well not you
I get what you mean.
you built, you know what I'm saying? But they're like your size, and they
They kill it.
where do you want it? Over there?
La
See,
mecánica,
like,
loco. La
beep.
mecánica, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I hate that shit. I fucking hate it because I could never.
You
I
have to
could
put
never
a lot of
connect
time
properly.
into it. Baseball's
Yeah.
not a sport you could just pick up unless you're like you could be like what do they say, like naturally gifted at something, but you
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
work at it, bro.
Yeah,
like
true.
Oh yeah, there be
And
some
baseball.
fat ass people that throw mad fast. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
badass
bro,
people.
How the fuck is he throwing that ball so fast and he's so
They
fat?
got all the
like in
this-
high school, I weighed like 120 or less than 120. And I was throwing like mid 80s, but it's like, and I didn't have
He's
the build.
lying.
I was just like, it's just about mechanics, you know
He's
what I'm saying?
lying,
And
he's
now that
lying.
I'm like bigger, I'm like, damn, if I had this weight, I could have like thrown like harder and shit. But baseball's tough, bro. Like,
You play any sports?
I wanted to play basketball, but that shit was hard, man. The tryouts were different. Like
Yeah.
motherfuckers was like doing planks for 5 minutes straight.
Yo,
I'm like, nah, this is crazy. I'm like, damn, no, the conditioning for this that they expected at such a young age, I was like, yeah, I'm good off this. The NBA is not happening for me. But I love that's my favorite sport, basketball. I feel like that's the best sport of all time. Basketball. It's like so entertaining. Everything about it. I just love basketball.
What do you like about the NBA right now? Like, give me some of the youngins. Like, who you fuck with?
Anthony Edwards is extremely good.
Yo, did you see that putback? He
where
did,
what
just
team is
recently?
this?
At the fucking
Oh, he's just some wild
Timberwolves.
putback.
He's still in Timberwolves, right?
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I think he's still there.
Playing with Cat.
Fucking A-Rod.
Oh, speaking of NBA,
A-Rod's the owner of the
Yeah.
team? Yeah. Had to
Oh,
mention
word?
baseball, didn't you? He circles it always back to the white
Fucking
ball
A-Rod, man.
That's
with the
hilarious.
stitches on it.
I haven't watched basketball since Garnett, freaking Pierce, Rondo. Like,
keep showing
that-
your age.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, like when they separated, I stopped watching, and like I watch here and there, but
I just, it's just different because like everybody's so wrapped up in football. I do not watch a lick of football. You know what I mean? Like everybody, the Travis Kelce, the Taylor Swift, everything that's going on.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
watch for like playoffs, like football. Like I don't.
same.
I used to keep up all the time, but I'm a playoff watcher. I'm not really like a fan of like just one team. Like it's hard to do that. Because like as you're an adult, you realize like
You'd owe that team nothing.
yeah, you know this team is not. It's just a team. Like what the fuck? Like
Yo.
these guys are gonna suck one year, be good one year. Like
He's a fan
Well,
of the
you know-
game.
I felt that way in the NBA. Like I didn't feel any loyalty to any teams after. Like, and I've never been a fan of any Boston teams or anything like that. Like Red Sox. Or
Yeah,
Celtics.
yeah.
I was
But
a diehard Red Sox fan.
I was like, I felt devastated for Isaiah Thomas. Like when
I heard his story. That shit was crazy.
Nah, but like, while in real time, while it was happening, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
hold on. You're gonna tell me that this man was just about to, so like, you know that like his sister died, right?
yeah,
He played and he was hurt, and he still played injured in the playoffs, right? When she should have sat out,
Yeah.
because he was due for a max contract with the Celtics. He got injured playing after his sister died, like the day after or that night or whatever, it was some crazy shit. He got injured. And they got like basically they traded him, right, like the following
Yeah.
year. Like so he basically
him
got
dirty.
Yeah,
like
that shit was.
he basically got suckered out of a max contract. And then obviously what the history's been since then. But like
Yeah.
to me, I was like, damn. After that, I was like, yo, like I don't give a fuck about none of these teams. I care about like individual players. Like if I fuck with the
Yeah.
player, I fuck with the player. I don't care about the team no more. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was like, yo, they're gonna trade you. Like they don't give a fuck about you. Like for
It's a business
They
at
don't.
the end,
Crazy.
man.
it's a business. They do not give a fuck. Especially like the earliest sign I think for me was like when like LeBron James was like leaving Cleveland and all this stuff. And I'm like, this guy's such a great athlete. Like, why am I gonna stop being a fan of his? So I'm like, oh, let me just follow him whatever team
Yeah.
he goes
Yeah.
to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've done ever since then. And like,
And it's been amazing.
yeah, wherever he's on, that's my team. You know what I'm saying? And now with football, it was always the Patriots. Being proud of being from New England, but at the same time, we always fucking won. You know what I'm saying? Brady was the greatest of all time.
Edelman was dope to watch. too,
But then now look at the Patriots now, like a fucking embarrassment. You know, it's disgusting. It's like,
Is it Brady or Bill Belichick? Who was the key factor here?
I think it definitely was Brady.
Okay.
Definitely was
No
Brady.
question.
You know, definitely it was Brady. You could say Belichick, you know, because they've had moments of success with Mac Jones, like dope games and shit, but they definitely were nowhere near getting a championship without Tom Brady. Like, Tom Brady was so good, he left the team and then won a championship somewhere else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's like
wild.
some like
Was
that's
like
some LeBron
first year or
James shit.
Second year. The second year with the Buccaneers when he won
I
it.
think it was the first year.
Was it first year?
Right away.
Nah, that's just mad.
Right away. I think the second year he lost it, but he went to the Super Bowl. And I think
Like the
Patrick
fact-
Mahomes beat him. The Chiefs.
Hey, and who got it this year? Who feel got it?
I think it's a Taylor Swift Super Bowl. I think Taylor Swift Swift's gonna get proposed to by Travis Kelce after Travis Kelce scores the winning touchdown to the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
That's what's gonna be.
Oh, we gotta
Imagine
play this
scripted
back.
like
Play this
that.
back, Murph.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a
Be stick to
fucking
it the moment.
yeah. It's gonna be a whole kismet moment of like the cultural like going crazy, record breaking people tuning in, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take away all the shine from Usher's halftime performance. Like, it's gonna be the Taylor Swift proposal right there.
Damn.
I'm telling you,
What are her fans called?
the Swifties are gonna fucking
The
have
Swifties.
orgasms and explode across the entire country.
Whoa.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
It's definitely it's a great collaboration of two markets. Like whoever I don't know if this was staged. You know, there's a lot of theories about that, but like
Yeah.
to take like the teeny boppers and grown men and be able to sell to both of them at the same time is like amazing.
Yeah, especially because Travis Kelce is like arguably the greatest tight end of all time, and on top of that, Travis Kelce.
It's like that.
Yeah, bro. Bro, hell yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't know much about. I'm
Yeah, like he's like a
that.
beast, like, and he has like
I didn't know this either.
him and
I
his,
don't watch football.
him and his brother have like the #1 like sports podcast. Like
Oh yeah, I seen that.
they
That's
always
just
like
funny.
break records with their podcast. Like they've had a lot of clout and fame before the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah, for sure.
The Taylor Swift shit blew up because
And
he
it's-
wanted her, and that clip went viral from their podcast. Like he was like, "Oh, she's single now," blah blah, like talking about maybe trying to date her, blah blah. He's like, "Oh, she didn't respond to my DM." It was a whole joke. People thought it was not gonna happen, and then
And then
she's at his fucking game. Like,
she pulls up to his game. That's how.
bro, that's how she would pull up to his game. I think that
Taylor's
was
huge.
Yeah.
She's the past couple of years just went crazy for her.
Yeah.
Since she started the whole Scooter Braun shit, I feel like it's just been like so far up.
Bro,
she's
next level, bro. I think she has right now the biggest fan base and most like loyal fan base since probably Michael Jackson.
It's like that for real.
Christ.
Literally.
Really?
So for her to
Bro.
pop up at the game, it was like, oh shit, like why is she here? You
Listen,
know,
bro, because the thing is with that is like, it's so big, but it still feels like another world. Like we don't listen to Taylor Swift. It's not a part of our world.
You don't?
Yeah.
But when
I don't know.
no, I have, you know.
I'm just-
Cruel
So you do.
I've never heard much of her music, to be honest.
You know, number
I
one.
don't know.
I think #2 song in the country right now. You know, bro, it's been #2 for a while. #1 at one point. The song's amazing.
I remember liking that video, that song that she was like they were talking like having this conversation through a window, like
I
a
see the
cardboard.
meme all the time when she's holding up a sign.
I
to the
forgot what
window.
Shake
Shake
It
it
Up.
up. Was it Shake It Up? I don't know.
I don't know.
She got a lot
Shake
of
It Off is her,
classics.
yeah.
But yeah, it's not a part of our world, so we feel like, oh, what the fuck, Taylor Swift? Like, oh my god, this feels fake. But when you break down the analytics and you look at the numbers, it's like, no, this is some different shit, bro. At the fucking Grammys when she announced her album, literally in 15 minutes, her album sold 50,000 copies of vinyl of pre-orders. Like minutes after she announced it. Like the link went up right after she announced it. She had her social media team, or maybe she posted it. Maybe she had like a pre-saved post and she just posted it type shit. But that's crazy.
Nobody sells that much.
This
nowadays.
rapper's not selling that shit in a week.
Nobody
The
sells
album's not even out. There's no single. It's coming out in April, in 2 months from
So
now.
they're guaranteeing they're going gold.
No, that's just
platinum
probably gonna be
immediately.
platinum by next month off pre-orders alone.
Yeah.
You know, it's strategic marketing. And when you listen to the the Grammy speech, she's talking to her fans and she's like talking to them and like everything's about her fans and her fans and her fans and like
And they're just.
she knows
eating
what the
that
fuck
shit
she's doing,
up.
bro.
Yeah, nah,
That's
they
all
eating
she gives
that
a fuck
shit up.
about. So I think she has the biggest fan base since Michael Jackson. Like it's crazy. It's literally crazy. And she still hasn't tapped into her fullest potential because she hasn't had really a lot of collaborations. She never done like no culture vulture shit. She never had like a rapper feature, like how Miley Cyrus had an era, Katy Perry. All these pop artists do it. She's not done that yet.
Did
she
she
could
have
if she
one with
wants.
Ice Spice?
Yeah, didn't she have that song with Ice Spice in the Clouds?
Yeah, that was like her. That was like her most recent one of doing that.
Wait.
Was it good? I
Ice Spice
forget.
got a song with Taylor?
Yeah.
Major
forget.
look for Ice Spice.
That's
Yeah.
a major look for Ice Spice.
Major
Wow.
look.
Yeah, major look for Ice Spice. But people were saying it was kind of also like a sympathy move, but at the same time organic. Like she wanted to be friends with her. She got to know her. But what happened was Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend was a part of a band like 1975. And it was like a podcast he was on. And he was like making fun of Ice Spice, like calling her like a Mexican or some shit. Like something that came up years ago. Some wild shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So it resurfaced.
Damn.
And then people were like, yo, Taylor, like, fuck this guy, blah, blah. And eventually she broke up with the guy. She wasn't with him. It was reported.
No way.
Yeah, and then she teamed up with Ice Spice, brought her on tour, did the song. It was a big moment. I don't love the song. I think it's a bad song. I think a lot of people feel that way because it didn't have much like legs after.
Yeah.
It was like a moment and then kind of left. But it still was a cosign, you know. But yeah, she hasn't done like that like culture vulture moment realistically, you know. Now she just announced Post Malone's on her album.
That'll
Post Malone
probably be a
tweeted
great
it.
song.
That's gonna be the biggest song probably this year. Taylor Swift and Post Malone. It can't be bad.
It can't be bad.
It can't be fucking bad.
I fucking love Posty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it cannot be bad, bro.
y'all
Post
fuck with Post
Malone.
Malone?
Oh, of course,
yeah.
bro. I love Post Malone. Not his recent album. It was too acoustic for me. I'm
Which
more
one?
of like
What
a.
was his most recent album?
I think it was Austin, some shit like that. It was named after his name, like his actual legal name.
Yeah.
It was like a country
It's like pop.
folk
I gotta
pop.
check that out.
Yeah, I didn't love it at all. I'm like, but
We be jamming to some of those songs.
Yeah, nah, we be
Beer Bongs and Bentleys, that
it was great. It
album,
was great.
bro,
That whole
Stoney,
Yeah.
Post Malone, bro. When Post Malone came out, I remember playing White Iverson
Stoney's his best
like
album.
crazy. White Iverson
Yeah.
was like my
To this day, it
favorite
still hits. It's one of
song,
those songs
bro.
that
It's
just you
still
can
a good
still
song.
play.
That song was
H, bro.
crazy. That guy. No, he's
He
extreme.
dropped it on SoundCloud and just
Yeah,
just
he was
went.
like a SoundCloud baby, and like he was like a part of like the Atlanta rapper movement. Like, and it's like, is this guy really a rapper? He's not really rapping. What is this? This is different, but it's still hip hop. What is going on here?
fucking 808s on country and shit.
Yeah, it was fucking phenomenal. It was phenomenal. But yeah, him and Taylor.
That's big.
That's gonna be the biggest song this year. It hasn't even dropped yet. I'm calling it now. That's gonna be the number one song this year. But yeah, bro, don't doubt Taylor Swift. Never doubt bro. She's the biggest. I'm telling you right now. I just wish that she could like dance or like you know what I'm saying.
She does.
Her tour is like crazy.
Nah, she doesn't really. She's not like a talented dancer.
No, ella baila
What?
con,
She-
como
ella
cada
baila, bro.
gringa por ahí. tú sabes.
What you mean? She be swinging them things.
Nah, like
Yeah, the Swifties are coming
just
for y'all.
moves, bro.
The
She
Swifties
just
are coming for
moves.
you guys.
she moves. She
She
moves
just moves.
around like.
That's
I
like a
think she can dance.
teenager, like a teenager at a football game. That's what she is, bro. Like,
I think she shines. Her best traits are like writer. She's an amazing writer. She writes all her music.
Yeah.
She directs all her music videos. She's a beast at directing and marketing. She's a genius with the marketing. Like she just hits that shit on the head every single time. Like it's crazy. But as far as like a performer and stuff, she's definitely not
She ain't
one of
Beyonce.
the best performers of all time. Hell no.
She ain't
I'm not
Beyonce.
saying that. She's not like a Michael Jackson, Beyonce performer. Hell no.
I mean,
Hell no. Nah, stop.
Electric, her concerts
said
are
it's
crazy.
debatable.
Yeah, her concerts. I heard that. I did hear Murph's right. I heard that her
vibes.
concerts are crazy. I did hear that.
I mean, you know, with all the theatrics and shit like that,
She probably has crazy lights, like
Oh,
crazy
come on.
choreograph like team behind her. Who knows?
You know how many
right?
people?
Like we
are
said,
probably-
not our world. Like I don't really follow up with that.
Yeah,
But Murph's trying to front. Murph's trying to-
Murph was front row at the
Murph,
fucking
bro,
Eras
yeah.
tour
I don't got money for that.
at TD Garden. He was there.
he's a Swiftie. He's a
Bro,
Swiftie.
front row at the
Gillette
Eras
Stadium.
tour.
My bad.
How
I
much
said
that
TD
cost?
Garden. My bad. Gillette Stadium.
Damn, she doing stadium?
She's a stadium girl. Yes.
That's crazy.
Why are you so shocked? What's going on? You don't
Yeah,
know.
for real?
Don't
I didn't know it was
disrespect
like
the
that.
Swiftie,
Nah,
I
man.
know. You don't know?
What's
I
going
mean,
on here?
I don't be keeping up with that, but damn, that's stadiums.
You gonna see
Who
her at
else
the
is doing
Strand? She
stadiums?
going to the Strand. She gonna go to. She gonna go to the Gillette.
You heard what I said? He said
Russ.
he was?
Oh no, this guy got to
Bro,
throw.
you gotta give Russ credit. He be out
Nah,
there, bro.
Russ, he be doing 20,000 seaters. He's doing arenas. That's crazy.
Shout out to
But
Russ.
stadiums is the next up from there.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Who else is doing stadiums? Well, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
He did stadium tours.
I saw The Weeknd.
Bad Bunny did stadium
Bad
tours.
Bunny, Beyonce.
Drake. No.
Of course.
Drake's not doing stadiums yet.
He did the Garden.
He's doing arenas.
No.
He's doing arenas. He's not doing stadiums.
Nah, there's no way. Jake's doing
Drake's
stadiums,
gotta do
bro.
stadiums.
Yeah, Jake's doing stadiums. There's
No,
no way.
bro.
We can't.
There might be some. I
There's
don't know.
no way.
He's on tour with J. Cole and Lil Durk right now. If that doesn't do stadiums, then I don't know. Because that's a fire show.
He's not doing stadiums because when he comes to mass,
think Lil
he's doing
Durk
TD. He always does
belongs
TD
there.
Gardens.
Adele's doing stadiums.
I don't think Little Durk is on that level, but
I
that's
said
I don't
Adele.
Adele's doing stadiums?
Just got to. Think so.
I love Adele, yo.
The thing is, like, what's the question is, like, if they do, like, if Adele has one night only at the Gillette Stadium, blah, blah, it's going to sell out.
Yeah.
But, like, to do a full tour where, like, 30, 40 dates are at stadiums,
Yeah.
it's hard to fucking do.
Nah, but
Ed
that,
Sheeran.
Jay-Z probably can't do that shit. Jay-Z
no,
can't
not
do that
now.
shit.
Not now.
No, not right now. Hell no.
Definitely not right now.
Hell
I
no.
went to Ed Sheeran at Gillette.
Ed Sheeran. Yep.
He did the
He did
Gillette?
Yeah, he did Gillette, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was sold out, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
But John Mayer opened for him, and that was cool. I got to see John Mayer, and I was like,
John Mayer's
Yeah, I heard
hot
that it was
fire.
crazy.
I like John
was
Mayer.
crazy. I heard about
It's supposed
that.
to be Khalid. I like Khalid. I was kind of looking forward to that, too.
Damn, bro. I would have. I'm a fan of John Mayer too,
The
though.
way he said that.
But I would have rather seen Khalid. Now, honestly, 'cause
Really? Over John Mayer? That's crazy.
yeah, I know the band. I know Khalid's band is probably is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure John was just pretty much acoustic the whole time or something like that. It was fire.
Even
though.
if John Mayer did have a full band, you putting them up against Khalid's band, and I'm sorry, Khalid's
Really?
band is
I don't know.
I respect that. I respect that.
Tell him who's,
It's like that.
who's the drummer for Khalid, dude.
Oh, you be knowing drummers, and that's why I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
drummers.
Well, I mean,
bro.
I'm
But
a
you know the
fan.
Taylor Swift drummer? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't. I mean, maybe about
He's
nah, I
Travis
don't know.
Barker's cousin.
Is he?
for real?
really?
No, I'm
Travis
making shit.
Barker.
Oh shit! I believe you. You sold me.
Travis Barker's that dude though, man. That's fucking goat.
Oh no, yeah, that guy's the fucking the greatest. You know what I'm saying? That
I didn't even know that whole famous brand was him.
Yeah, famous stars and straps. That shit had.
That
a
shit
but
was
still, I thought he stole
Yeah.
sold it. He's still the
No, I'm
owner.
just saying, but like I didn't know that he was behind that. Like you said,
Yeah.
that shit was
Yeah.
a
That
chokehold
was
in
a-
high school. Like everybody had that
Everybody,
shit on. The
people were
big
getting
F.
tattoos of that shit. Like everybody I knew was getting famous. I was like, what the hell's going on? I wouldn't
Yeah,
get
that
tattoos.
was true. That logo was iconic.
That shit was crazy.
That's crazy. That shit was like the was it the S? What's the S? Almost a swastika. What's the
Whoa.
S called?
the S that you had to use to draw the
Yeah,
three
what's the name
lines.
of that shit?
I don't know. I didn't know
People
how
go like
to
the south side, like the dollar sign.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the name of that
three
shit?
sticks.
It's probably got a name.
What the hell was it?
It's like a diamond S, right? Oh.
You do the three lines.
Everyone
that
would
connect
do
all
it
the
in
lines.
class and
Yeah.
shit on
I remember
paper.
doing this.
Yeah, I used to do that shit all the
What the
time.
fuck was the name of that shit? We were just doing that shit and it had no name. It can't be possible.
It's probably
that
some
shit
weird
had no
name.
fucking name. And we were
It's
just
not-
doing
it's
that
not
shit for
swa-
no
it's
reason.
Where did
definitely
it come
not
from?
swastika.
What
Like,
the
Why were we doing that for no reason?
Everybody was like,
Can
what
you-
was like? Where
What
was
What was
that?
wrong with us?
There
Can
was
you
no
imagine
social
looking-
media. Who the fuck put that in everybody's mind? Because that's like across the world. Everybody
What
was
the
doing that shit.
fuck
Bro, I remember
happened to
making
us?
so many versions of that ass.
Yeah, could you
What
imagine
the
what your,
hell?
what your notebook looks like now? Like if you could look at your high school notebooks or your middle school notebook, all the doodling.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck were we
Oh yeah, I
doing?
found mine when I was cleaning out my grandma's house. I found mad shit. Like
No.
all my
Wow.
doodles, trash. They're all trash doodles. I thought I was
Stupid.
lit.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, what the fuck was wrong with us doing that S? And just like we were some gang members in his class or some shit. Like everyone was just doing that S. For some, it had to be something. Like someone must have started it, like a rapper. Or like
Shit
I
probably
don't know,
started
cause I
in
feel
New
like it
York.
was before. It's like somebody must have passed it down and like.
you should
it's
try and
felt
look it up,
like-
Murph. You finding anything?
Trying to.
I think it
I don't know
started in
what
New
to
York.
type.
What's the what do you ask Google?
Draw
What's
S.
No, what's
School, old school S. Old school S.
the? Is there a name for the old school S?
Stussy? Is it Stussy?
Whoa.
What is the S symbol everybody draws? It's known as a super
I think it
S,
started in New
universal
York.
S, or middle school S.
Wow. So we were just doing that shit with no name.
Cool S.
The cool S.
How the hell was the S the
The
thing that
cool
everybody did in high
S.
school? Yeah, I'm going to read that later because that is interesting. It was
Yeah.
like
That is
a-
universal
weird.
across the. Everybody did that shit.
They were doing that shit in Japan.
Yeah, everybody was.
It's probably from Japan, and it must have been on some like fucking show that everybody saw. Like it was on Even Stevens, and everybody's like, I gotta fucking do it.
It started somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was before us.
My boy Shy.
I was definitely before.
Like I'm
us,
saying, like
sorry.
people passed it down to us. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we
no,
probably
for sure.
saw like some of our cousins. No, I don't even know. I can't even. Damn, I don't even know what
No,
made
it's
us
true,
start
it's
doing
true,
it.
yeah.
That shit was fucking weird. Now I'm
So
fucked up
random.
with that shit.
Shit is weird. Like I don't know if you guys ever take the time and just like think about memories, which just sounds so stupid to say, but like just sit there and think about like everything you remember from high school. It's kind of a lot. Like it was all so much compacted, and life just goes on. But it's like, damn, high school was like a whole experience that you'll probably never feel again. Like
Yeah, it's true.
it's just a once in a lifetime. Like I don't even know how to explain it.
It's just very I feel like I appreciate it more now looking back at it
Definitely.
than in the time when it was happening.
Yeah.
Like when you see it in movies and
Oh,
shit,
absolutely.
you'd be like, "Oh, high school." I'm like, "Oh, fuck, yo, high school." You know, it's definitely a part of everyone's life, especially if you go to school. So it's a lot of the actual, you know, it's crazy. Like you are forced, not forced necessarily, but you're basically obligated every day to be in a building with a bunch of strangers, and then eventually these strangers become your friends because you see them every fucking day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You see them so much. Sometimes it might be so early that you haven't even fucking brushed your teeth yet. Then you gotta smile at Jessica like, "Hey, what's up, bitch? What's up?"
Yeah.
Getting up so early.
You know what I'm saying?
During breakfast.
Right, we gotta go to breakfast and shit. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You probably had a crazy ass night, but you gotta like, you know, go to school, part of the routine, very routine, like, and then, you know, years pass and you realize like these moments and shit, you never get them back. Like, you're not really ever around these people. You never see them again.
No, never.
Yep.
You know. And with me, it's like I feel like I kind of like block out a lot of that stuff from back then. I'm like, oh, I'm past it. But then it's good to look back. But some people live in that shit. Like they just like, bro. I find it so weird. I've been talking to the guys recently. Like, I find it so weird when people, like, I get it. It's your life, and like obviously it's in the past. But to like talk about like, yo, I remember when I smashed Michelle, you know, in fucking 9th grade. Like, bro, you're talking about.
Yeah, you talking about
That's some young pussy.
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about? Like, some like that's like not adult pussy. Why are we talking about it? Like, that's like that's kind of weird, bro. You looking back at that right now?
You know what it is?
That's kind of weird, man. Like,
I'm not defending anything, but you know, this is the thing is that most people's years, their best years.
yes, they peaked in high school. A lot of these niggas peaked in high school, and that's it.
You have so much to look forward to. You have so many things going on. It's very different for a lot of people to be like, like, you have yet to peak in a lot of places for yourself, you know, financially, and all these other places, because you know what's coming.
Hell yeah.
Which is, you know, into my next question. What do you feel like is next for you?
Man, I don't know. It's strange because like I always feel like something big is coming. Like I don't know what. Like I just don't know what. I know like during the pandemic there was a lot of companies like throwing a lot of money at people, and like new companies, new apps, and new this and that, and even at us, like they were trying to throw a lot of advertisement on YouTube, etc. But at the time, unfortunately, not looking back at it now, I obviously regret it. But we were turning down. What's good, bro? We were turning down a bunch of that shit. Like we were like saying no to it, like not wanting to fuck with it and do it. Yeah. But then eventually, I was like, now looking back, I'm like, yo, I should have said yes to all those bags, like. Because a lot of these companies don't have the bag no more. Companies are merging with podcasts.
Might not even exist.
All these companies, like Stitcher is no longer existing. Google Podcasts is shutting down.
Bro, Mixer Ninja got the bag and they shut down.
They shut down. You know what I'm saying? Companies are merging together. I think today it was announced that ESPN is going to merge with
ABC, TNC,
with one of these like sports networks and stuff. They're gonna merge, and like streaming apps are gonna merge.
They're gonna make a new app that's just all that shit.
Yeah, basically cable. All the streaming platforms are going back to how everything started. Full circle. Like everything comes back around. Now it's like cable again on one app. But I feel like, you know, I felt like at that time something might have came, but like I've definitely felt like that's definitely not happening for me. Like no major like dag from a network. I feel like I'm way down along the road from that. Because for that to happen, the only people it's happening to is like a Joe Rogan. Or like someone that's already established such a crazy, already got that major bag that they're gonna give the bag to.
He just renewed it too.
I'm sure if you just if you interviewed Adin Ross, they'll Kick is throwing that bag.
Kick is throwing that bag.
Kick is throwing that bag.
Kick is throwing the bag. But the thing is with me, I would be ready for it now more than ever. Like I know I have plans and ideas. Like I want to continue the podcast network. I want to continue the podcast, like consistency, more clips, more advertisements, more. Connecting with local companies, doing more sponsorship placements, etc. Like running up that more and more because I feel like I can do it at a higher level, especially if I had like a proper staffing. But a lot of these other people, like on a Kick, etc., they'll get a bag, but they don't know what the fuck to do with the bag.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be so quick and ready to blow it. Like, oh my God, yes, now I can buy the Ferrari and not pay the fucking insurance on it, and then they get it repossessed in a year, and it's like, bro. Like, I've never been... And it's like, sometimes I'll be thinking, like, fuck, maybe I got to start thinking like a degenerate and start being like a bad person, and then maybe money's going to come my way. Because it's like, you see all these people just blowing the money, and it's like, why are they so fucking rich and blowing the money? But it's like, God just has, you know, shit planned, and it's like showing you what not to do when that time does come. And just, you got to take the slow road. But that shit does get fucking annoying when you see these people just like spend so much outrageous amounts of money on shit that is like so materialistic, and it's like
Yeah.
you're not actually building nothing there. You're not starting nothing there. You're not giving no one no jobs. Like there's no growth with that. That's just like a fucking little moment, and like what the fuck is that for? Like it's so it's like very frustrating to see that, but at the same time, it is their money. They can do what the fuck they want with it, right? If Drake wants to buy $1 million watch, he can. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to jewelry and shit, though, a lot of that shit is investments because that shit goes up in money and shit. So
that crib though,
especially the watches.
Yeah, Drake's crib's crazy.
yes, I got several.
What's the name of it again? It has a whole name. It's so big it has a name. The
Jamlin?
Jamland. Oh shit. It has a name though. The whatever the fuck it is. You know,
The estate, something like that.
some shit like that, like the estate. Welcome to the estate or whatever the establishment. What was
He did that Target run video, and you saw
yeah, the whole
that shit
crib,
was crazy.
fucking phenomenal. What's the Michael Jackson's crib was called? Neverland Ranch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Never
Yeah.
Everland? Never
Neverland.
Everland Ranch. Or Never Ever, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, man. I definitely see it just be continuing to be like that, whereas like, you know, I always have like random little moments like the Joe Rogan tweeted me, Nicki Minaj will tweet me. But then it's like people see that and they think like, fuck, he must be a fucking millionaire. It's like, no, buddy. That's not how this shit works. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like Joe Rogan hit me up and connected with me. It was just like, oh, it's like a cool look for social engagement.
Yep.
Obviously, it builds up the resume because it's like, fuck, nobody out here has done some shit like that. Like, this is like a pretty unique interaction. Like, to even put yourself in that position is like pretty, you know how to kind of guide social media. So, like, there's a sign of, you know, talent there. Like, you know what you're doing with that. But it's not like it didn't increase the bag per se at all or anything like that, you know, but hopefully, I think I just gotta get more business savvy, like way more. I want to do like merch again this summer. Just get way more into like the actual business side of things because the support has been going up.
Yeah.
So you just gotta keep providing people stuff to support you with.
Yeah,
So like merch is one way to do it. Events.
I still have one of your shirts in the bag still.
Oh wow,
Still in the bag.
Oh, that's crazy.
that's a throwback.
Yeah,
might be
and
might be free sellable.
I have one out of the bag, and I have like that's just hung up, and then I have one like still in the bag because
The puff print was
that
pretty
merch
clean.
when it dropped, that shit was crazy. The quality was insane.
It's clean.
A lot of people were getting it and like impressed. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know it was gonna be like this. And it's like, nigga, what the fuck you think I'm doing? Some bullshit.
This ain't tissues.
This ain't no fucking tissue paper. Like, we ain't gonna wipe our ass with this shit. You can't wipe your ass with this shit. You wipe your ass with this shit, you might cut your ass. This shit's so thick. You're gonna start bleeding.
Yeah, way too thick.
This shit's thick, bro.
Yo, the collars were fucking.
I like the collars.
Yeah.
The collars are dope.
Nah, that's just
The sweaters with like fucking jackets, hot
They're
as fuck.
oversized. So oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. So I definitely want to get into that more this year. So I see that just kind of happening more and more. It's kind of already been happening. I've been like in talks with like certain companies that want to work with me in the city, in the state. So just keeping that going and just really doing it. But at the same time, not losing myself. You know what I'm saying? Like they love me for me. Like I can't just like, oh, I'm working with this company now, so now I can't talk about Drake's dick leaking online. Like I'm gonna talk about it. Like it's a part of the news. Like it's a part of pop culture. I'm not gonna just lose myself and just be like more PC. Like nah, that's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen. Because I hate when people say shit like that. Like your platform's big now. You got to be careful with what you're saying and what you're doing. Is like, yeah, I get it, but what I've done has gotten me to where I'm at.
Yep.
So it's like, why would I change myself? Like if I do some dumb shit, I call myself out. Like it's never gonna be to that level. You know what I'm saying? So people, you know, I remember there was like a guy who tweeted me that one time when I was posting about who was that football player that like just like dropped on he had passed out.
Oh yeah, that was
DeMar
crazy.
Hamlin. And there was like conspiracies about it being like the vaccine and shit. Because like there's been a lot of signs to that, and I was like, yo, we never fucking know. Because after I took the second dose of the vaccine, I had heart issues. My heart was speeding up. I had crazy heart issues, and to this day, I have Graves' disease. Ever since then, I suffer from Graves' disease from that, and I feel like it was directly tied to that because it was after, like literally the day after, when my heart started feeling weird and stuff. And I was scared to get checked. I'm like, oh no, I'll be fine. And eventually, when I got checked, it was tied to that. And now, if you look it up, there's actual proof and evidence shown of a lot of young male adults in this country after getting the vaccination, there's issues with the heart.
Yeah.
So then people are like, you shouldn't be talking about that, this and that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What is wrong? Why are people scared? Why are you scared to talk about, like, why? Like, I don't even get it. Like, it's a drug. Drugs have effects. It's going to affect you differently then it affects you. Someone takes a fucking Tylenol, they'll be fine. Someone else, their eye might pop out.
Yeah.
People have effects.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about the vaccine, it's like, oh, he's a conservative, right-wing mother. And it's like, I'm not. And if I was, like, okay, like learn to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
People love, what's it called? Yes men.
Yeah.
And people that just fucking agree with them all the time and this and that, blah, blah.
Bro,
It's like, bro, nah.
I didn't take anything.
Yeah, you still have it, right?
Really? I
I didn't
got
take anything. I didn't get. Did you get it?
I got both, and I
But I
got
think
a
he had
booster.
to for his
No,
job,
no.
right?
I had to because of work. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, did you get sick at all?
I got sick. Like from like the effects after.
Did
I
you
got
get
a
coronavirus, he's saying, not the
Yeah,
vaccine.
I did get the coronavirus after getting vaccinated, and I was
Oh,
pretty
after?
sick. Yeah. So it was like it's.
What was
it's-
what was your experience like?
I was sick for a week. Like very like a lot of body aches, a lot of mucus. That point in time, I was like a little nervous, but it's like you just gotta like nurture your body like the way you feel like what it needs. Like your body will call out what it needs. Like I know it's like kind of cliche and like people was like, oh, what the hell does that mean? But it's like at that point when you're feeling that down, it's like it's important to be hydrated and get your vitamins in. So like fruit, that helped me a lot like during that time. And
Did you lose like any senses?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I lost senses. I couldn't smell
How long? For how long?
for like a week or two.
Ooh.
I felt it like in my nose. Yeah, it was crazy. I think that our son, I think Ocean's like a pandemic baby. I think we made him in the pandemic, like
Oh,
during
damn.
because we had COVID, because we had to literally isolate ourselves because it was early on. So it was like we were scared of like how it's gonna affect my parents. My dad's older, this and that.
Yeah.
So we like isolated ourselves, which is crazy.
When you say isolate yourselves, like y'all were just like
We got like a whole apartment in like Massachusetts, literally. Like we
And
left the
just stayed
states. Yeah, we stayed there for almost like a month.
Yo, I saw like there was like couples that were staying together, but they would stay in different rooms. Like, what's the point of that?
No, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
What the hell's the point of that?
It was bouncing back
a
and
weird
forth though.
time,
Like
man.
I had it, she had it, then I had it, and she had it. We kept testing either positive, negative. We had to wait until both of us was negative. So it was just like it's like a new thing at that time. Everyone was like paranoid about it, which is rightfully so. But yeah, I don't know. That whole time was so wild, and like the whole censorship that came after that and everything was like insane. Like
Yeah.
not being able to talk about that shit without being judged was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And like I told that person on Twitter at that time, like, bro, unfollow me like right now, and he did. I'm like, bro, just like that's it, like that solves your issue. Like, why are you pressing me about like, just unfollow me? It's okay. Like,
Yeah. What's the point?
like what the fuck is you like? Because you can't even have an open like opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through this. My heart had
Yeah.
issues. Just how I felt. What the fuck is I'm a criminal now because of this? Like, what the fuck is wrong for me to say this? Like, my experience. Like, it's especially me because I've always been so healthy. Like, obviously, I had a right to feel like it was tied to that second dose of the vaccine, especially the second dose, where it was like, I already did the first one, the second one. It was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the third one. I know the third one was like required in a lot of states and a lot of jobs, et cetera, but I never did that at all.
I don't think I did either. Yeah, I didn't do that shit.
You didn't do the third one?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're good over here, Biden. We're surviving. I don't know about you, buddy. Yeah. That man looking like he's dropping.
Who you voting for?
Voting for?
Oh, look at this kid's
Damn, my
face.
boy's getting.
I can't decide yet. I can't decide yet.
I'm trying to ask the juicy questions.
I can't decide yet because we got to see who's gonna fully run for like the Democrats. Because there's rumors that Michelle Obama might randomly just join the election and run,
That'd be crazy.
which would be insane.
She'd probably win, to be honest.
Yeah.
What?
I think Trump's gonna win, bro.
I think
Unfortunately,
I think
man.
Trump is definitely gonna win.
Yeah.
I hope not. I don't know. It's like
I think everybody that hated
I
Trump
get
when
him.
he
He's
was
a
around
business
likes him
guy.
now.
Like that's why he was good at his job. But for what he represents, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like what he represents and what actually happened is two different things. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as bad as people said, and it wasn't as good as people said. But it's definitely, I think the general consensus is that it was better than what it is right now.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
Because this shit is crazy out
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
right
bro.
Yeah.
now.
With Tim, I
I'm
just
feeling it.
agree.
Everyone's feeling it, man.
I just disagreed with like what I didn't like about Trump to me because I studied like the policies. I didn't fully agree with like his immigration policies and laws, because I just feel like he has like no sense of like sympathy or remorse at all for like the immigrants. Like he'll call them like they're like thugs and thieves and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, there might be some of them in there, but if you really look at it, majority of them are families.
Yeah.
Like I'm a son of immigrants. Like this country is like built off the back of immigrants. Like why are we gonna be just look down upon them to that point? Where it's like you're calling them all thugs and like these pieces of scum. We got to barricade ourselves away from them, not like give them full access at all. And it's like I don't agree with that like that. Like that's too extreme. And also him denying that he lost the election to that point is like, bro, you lost. It's okay to lose. But politicians always do this. Hillary Clinton did it too. Hillary was like, I won, blah, blah. You lost.
You don't feel like there was some sort of that's I'll go with that.
Fake news.
Fake news. Some manipulation in the voting.
He's definitely entertaining. Trump
the voting
is funny,
machines.
Man.
The
Trump's
voting
funny.
machines.
Whoever makes this shit cheaper out here, because it's getting expensive. So
Yo.
whoever
Oh
brings
yeah,
shit
he's
down.
business minded, so he's gonna make everything cheaper.
Word.
He's probably gonna stop the war. Like he probably will go to that extent, you know.
I think he would have. I don't think a lot of this shit would have happened had he been in office though.
Yeah, especially right now the people dying in Jordan and all that stuff, like that shit happening overseas. That's directly because of Biden. You know, directly because of Biden's decisions that he's made, taking troops away and this and that. So that, you know, I think Trump is definitely gonna do a lot of change with all that shit. And it seemed like he was friendly with North Korea, friendly with Putin, you know, these other higher powers, way friendlier than Biden.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just crazy. Like Trump broke the system. Like the idea of a celebrity becoming the president of this country
It's wild.
is like insane.
The
Like
Rock,
he
the
literally
Rock's
did
next.
it. Yeah. Who?
The Rock.
I feel like Taylor Swift might be next. If Taylor Swift were to run for president right now,
Oh,
bro,
no, she would win.
She would win.
She would win.
That'd be crazy, especially with.
Bro, you know how many
Travis
Swifties would start
Barker's
voting?
Now, listen,
Y'all are
but then-
crazy. She would win.
No, there's no
what
question.
would she say, bro?
I don't know, but I think they would change
Everything
the
right.
laws
Everything
to
right.
let that not happen.
With
Because
Travis
there's
as
no
the
way.
first man. That'd be crazy.
How would she
The
win?
first man?
Bro,
Yeah.
white women already run this country. Just add some hits and you're Taylor Swift. White women already run this country. It's Taylor Swift would win. Literally win.
No, she would win. If it's based off votes alone, you know that these people everybody's gonna register as soon as they possibly can, immediately, and it would just be
guys
crazy.
are
Bro,
crazy.
who would you rather vote for Taylor Swift or Kanye West? A mental health patient on the loose.
For sure, Taylor.
Taylor Swift. You don't want to give
Why you doing
Kanye West.
like that, yo?
You don't want because he is. He says it
He did
himself.
run for it. He did run for
Plus,
it.
the presidential album's gonna be crazy when she's in office and she's making music about it.
My God. And then like you don't
I
want to
don't
give
think-
Kanye
no,
that
this is gonna
power
happen.
to like
It
press
can't
the
happen.
nuclear weapons and the buttons and this. You don't want to give Kanye that power, bro. Like Kanye
That
wake
would
up
be
in the middle of the night with a
insane.
manic episode and just
That would be insane.
start a war just to do it.
That would be-
We America, bitch. It's like, hold up, Kanye.
He would definitely make an album in the Oval
This
Office.
is not,
though.
come on. It's not a rap beef. This is the world beef. You cannot just like launch a missile and just,
Y'all crazy. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, he knows.
it's fucking true, bro. Taylor Swift would win that fucking election. I'm telling you that right now.
That is a nutty scene you just put together, by the way. I just pictured
I
that.
don't know.
Like,
Sometimes I wish we had animators that would they do that to Joe Rogan shit
guys
sometimes.
just storm in.
You got AI. You could just try to find one of those AI apps. and just-
That would be
Yep.
dope.
Input
yo.
this
We
conversation.
Illustrate the story.
We gotta put that together, bro. That's just crazy.
Crazy.
Jeez, man. Bro, is there any subjects? Is there anything you want to touch on before we got out of here?
Now we already covered Drake's dick, so we're
Yeah,
good.
I think that's about it.
God damn.
It's a perfect time to wrap up. Some of the cameras are running low. Stop.
Oh, yeah?
So
Perfect.
Well,
it was a great
damn.
episode.
Where can they find you, bro?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
How's the weed hitting?
At
You good?
Rebels, I do logos, flyers. I want to promote myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I never do this. I'm so high right now.
I'm gonna clip this.
But
for the
no,
gram.
yeah, follow me if you want some artwork. Yeah,
Fire.
check out my work.
Where can, you didn't even tell them where they can follow you.
At Rebels,
Spell it out.
Damn, EDRE. Damn, I'm high, bro. EDREB.
Open your eyes, bro.
Allegedly, you don't want clients. You know they might not want to work with you because you do drugs.
Ah, no, that's
That's
for
not
creative
true. That's not
purposes. No, really, bro. When I made a Kanye frame, a couple months ago, and as soon as I dropped it, I had someone hit me and I sold it, and it came out so dope.
He
bro.
did
Like,
a line of coke right before doing that.
no, I did. I just when I do bud, like when I smoke, it's
Do
just,
bud is crazy. You better calm down.
What I do, bud?
When I do bud,
Are we in fucking middle school?
Nah, this is a
God damn.
It's a Timberland boot right now.
are you doing bud again?
Yeah, cut that one out, bro. Cut that one
No,
out.
it's
Okay,
just staying in there, buddy. It's staying in. Staying
It's
in
going
there.
on the gram.
It's staying in.
That's a YouTube
But no,
short.
it's like for creative purposes, but
But yeah, yeah, man.
Find you, bro.
Follow everything Club Ambition Podcast, Club Ambition TikTok, Club Ambition Twitter, YouTube channel, and ItsaVibe, the personal accounts on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, show us some love, man. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. As always, up in here, Josh and Murph are legends. In the content space, especially in New England, they've set the bar extremely high when it comes to quality. So, whenever you see Redeye Movies, it's some real shit going on. So shout out to them always and forever.
Clip, cut it.
you gotta cut. Dude,
Thank you,
bro.
bro.
Get the free promo.
Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tune in. Weekly episodes. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And tell your mothers to call us. We're out of here. Deuces.
That was a great episode.
Wow.
Damn, I said do bud. Fuck.
What are you talking about? We don't care. 2 coffee.